Hello everyone, and welcome. Welcome to a new video style idea, or maybe a new style video idea I stole from the Amberlin community. We're gonna call this the ThrowbACK ReACK. You can hit the applause button now. I know we're all celebrating. I decided to start off with a video that, for some reason, got 32,000 views way back in 2015, and then I privated it due to reasons, let's say about 7 years later. I saw that video, looked up what weekend preview I was reacting to, and now we're gonna react to it again. Also, as a bonus, I'm gonna go ahead 1 year, not even 1 full year, to when the guy future was so bright, he had to put on shades. And we'll see why. This video will probably only have 2 timestamps. When I start this and when I start this. Audio only, beware. Let's fucking go. Yeah. This is how the video started back then. Giving you guys the authentic experience. Darks DeField presents the weekend preview. Oh shit. What's off first frame? Wonderful. Let me go back a little bit. The name of the video is Weekend Preview, July 12th, 2015. Godzilla, Bad Girl, Life is Strange, and more. Only one capitalization style word and only one exclamation mark style.
Haha. Okay. Whoa. Am I?
Damn, look at this dude.
Hello everyone.
Holy shit. What a cool motherfucker.
Preview. Today is Sunday, July.
I'm gonna want to wear shades by the end of this.
We've got a fun and epic week ahead of us. We've got some cool stuff.
Seeing such a bright future on my computer screen.
But before we jump into the weekend preview, it has to be said, just an hour or two ago, this was announced to the world that...
Do you think he's thankful for something? Is he sad about something?
Nintendo's CEO and president, Satoru Iwata, who was actually made the head of Nintendo back in 2003, actually has passed away due to an ongoing bout with some kind of a growth. Everyone's assuming it's like cancer, and that he actually had missed... I didn't even realize this. He had missed E3 last year, 2014, because he had not been feeling well. He had to have surgery, and he's had this ongoing thing going on. And it's funny because you look at pictures of the guy, right, and he looks perfectly fine. He looks healthy. He's on these Nintendo Direct broadcasts, and he looks great. But unfortunately, what you see at the face of things isn't always what the truth of the matter is. And
wow, what a specific thing to listen to right now.
Or you hate the guy. Mr. Iwata was the head of Nintendo, the face of the company, and an incredibly influential figure.
DSP literally hated him, by the way. But this isn't about that. It's about everything. So instead of only talking about one thing, I'm going to talk about everything. I wonder what I said back in 2015 when I watched this. Interesting. So yeah, most of the comments are about Iwata and saying RIP and all of this and all of that. Of course, DSP said that Iwata should all but die, blah, 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 blah. And what does he say? What does he say that's very meaningful? Something about the beauty is not in the eye or something?
Regardless, if you see it, the face looks healthy. He's on these Nintendo Direct broadcasts, and he looks great. But
dude, I saw him on a Nintendo broadcast, and he didn't look like he was dying. What the fuck?
Unfortunately, what you see at the face of things isn't always what the truth of the matter is. And regardless if you love the guy or you hate the guy...
now, DSP, why would I hate him? I know why he hated him. Because Nintendo was stealing his money, and it was Nintendo of Japan, which is why I hate Japanese people. Obviously.
Nintendo, the face of the company, and an incredibly influential figure, excuse me.
Thank you, Iwata.
In gaming for over a decade. And so we do have to take a moment out here to just say rest in peace, Mr. Iwata.
Pray your hands in chat.
And, you know, now no one really knows what the future will hold for Nintendo, and I guess it just remains to be seen. Okay.
Yeah, Nintendo went out of business. Speaking of prayer hands in chat, this is the first video I have made exclusively for YouTube since DSP canceled his documentary about a year and 4 months ago, maybe. Pretty cool.
All right.
All right.
So now let us start talking about what's been going on recently. Some big things have happened in this past week that I just want to make sure you did not miss. And then we're going to talk about the future, all right? So, this past week, some big stuff. We had the conclusion of The Witcher 3. We had the conclusion of Batman Arkham Knight. Now
okay, this is, of course, really important and meaningful and interesting, only because it's old. I'm so fucking interested in what he had going on.
We had the conclusion of The Witcher 3. We
Holy
had the
shit.
of Batman Arkham Knight.
No way.
The main story.
What?
But also, as of today, I finished all of the Riddler missions,
Oh,
Riddler riddles and combat.
my
Fought the Riddler boss,
God.
defeated him, and I got the ending of the game. So that playthrough is 100% officially complete.
He did it.
As of today, and I want to say thank you to all of those of you who were very patient.
He did
with
it.
me.
He beat the Riddler.
Having to do all the Riddler content. It took several streams to get through, but together we did it. We got through it, and we got the true ending. And I gave a little bit of kind of a retrospective of what I thought about all those games and the feeling of knowing that I started at the very beginning of the Arkham games back in, what was it, 2009? And that here we are 2015, over 6 years later. I'm still going strong. I'm still able to do this full time. I'm still having a ton of fun, and people who have joined me for that epic journey and are looking forward to the future, thank you for that. So definitely check out the conclusion of that playthrough when you get the chance, all right?
Do you understand the gravity of what this bum's trying to brag about? Really? Look up the release date for Batman Arkham City. Look up the release date for Batman Arkham Knight. He's bragging about existing. Pretty cool.
I also reviewed The Witcher 3 and Batman Arkham Knight, both of which got great views, over 10,000 views per review, and growing. They haven't even been out for a week.
And
so
climbing.
Thank you very much for that. I do put
This is before he said that.
into those reviews, and
no,
I
he
appreciate
don't.
the fact that now I'm putting the more.
Let's see how much effort he put in. We're gonna sit in silence because that's amazing. That's what you have to do when you make a YouTube video. So DSP Witcher 3. I forgot I wasn't logged in on my main account. Oh yeah, review. This isn't gonna work out, huh? Okay, oh my God, am I felted? Is this over? Oh my God, I'm double, triple felted. Holy shit. Guess what? I was wrong. Look how good this video looked. Wow, I am actually impressed. I'm not impressed.
Or if you're running through an action sequence with explosions and things going on, the frame rate will chug along around
10-year-old video. Damn. Like, no, when you scroll down and say it's a 10-year-old video.
Like the edited footage.
That's pretty scary.
That you are checking them out. Thank you.
He did not like The Witcher 3, by the way. Don't listen to him if you say he did.
Kind of unique. Now,
he's a liar.
Batman, okay? And you're like, okay, the campaign of Batman's over. Witcher 3 is over. What can we expect? I did actually.
Also.
Okay, and you're like, okay, the
as you see him wiggle around, if you stare at the screen and look way too hard, you'll notice he's wearing a silver chain. Normally when people bring this up, they're stupid. So they say gold chain, or they say chain. And then you say, I never had a gold chain. Or he says, what chain? A la Friday. But here it is, the silver chain that his ex-coworker gave to him. Panda Lee.
We expect. I did actually start a new game this past week.
His current coworker didn't give him one.
It's because I only played it for one day.
She don't give him anything, actually.
Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition.
Did you guys know his current coworker, Catherine Burnell? I don't know why they have the same last name. She messed up making mac and cheese to the point where he couldn't even show it. He couldn't even eat it. And then he acted like it was never brought up or promised. And then she messed up boxed mac and cheese. She messed up mac and cheese from scratch. Then she messed up boxed mac and cheese back to back, allegedly, according to him. It would be true if I told you, but DSP told us first, so you know.
And I kind of knew this was going to happen because this is a game. It was.
I bet the last coworker wouldn't have messed it up.
This game, they released it the same day as Batman Arkham Knight, and
what game came out?
Special Edition. You aren't even aware of this because I only played it for one day. It was Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition.
So this is some ego shit. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, a game that wasn't actually new, came out the same day as an actual new game, The Witcher 3? Am I hearing this?
Of this because I only played it for one day. It was Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, and I kind of knew this was going to happen because this is a game. It was so oddly timed, the release of this game. They released it the same day as Batman Arkham Knight.
Okay, same day as Batman Arkham. I mean, look up the release date of Devil May Cry 4 and look up the release date of Batman Arkham Knight. One of those not like the other. It's basically a remaster getting released the same day as an actual game, and they're two different games. Two different kind of games, obviously. But they are both button mashers when DSP play them.
Cannot do that.
Show you where his mind at.
A re-release of a game in, you know, a modernized version of this game, special edition with better graphics and characters. You can't do that during one of the biggest releases of the year. It's going to fall by the wayside, and that's really what happened. And this week in particular, I had some time to play a game, so I played some of it, but not a lot of...
So, of course, because DSP didn't care that much and because he didn't play it that much, his audience didn't care that much. I mean, why would they? It's not a new game. It's an old game. Literally, factually, honestly. It is an old game. What the fuck is this? This is the kind of stuff you still talk about now, though. This is exactly how he talked in the current year of 2025. It's the same shit.
Not a lot of people really checked it out because not a lot of people...
The same Pignosis.
The fact that I was even starting up this game that kind of just has been lost in the shuffle.
Maybe no one paid attention because he didn't advertise it enough. Maybe no one paid attention because he only played it one day. Maybe no one paid attention because it was Devil May Cry 4 and it wasn't actually a new game. Maybe no one paid attention because he's really bad at Devil May Cry and he saw what he did in Devil May Cry 1 and 3. Maybe no one really paid attention because they don't really like Devil May Cry and they don't want to watch a fucking bum who's just cloud chasing the game play it. Like, I can go on and on and on and on.
In addition, I did start consistently playing Yakuza 4 again.
Oh.
With two
Is he disappointed in something?
So
how are the views?
We are going to continue on with both of those games. At the same time, we've got several new games that I'll be starting up this week. Some DLC content.
You're gonna say them? Downloadable content.
Yes, into next week, because next week is the big release of the Street Fighter V beta, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But let's go through this week day by day so you guys know what to expect, okay?
Fun fact, he canceled the Street Fighter... No. Fun fact, he canceled Project 7 because of the Street Fighter V beta release, which is really, really awkward. I kind of wanted to watch the weekend preview after he canceled Project 7, but I didn't want to put that much thought into it. Sorry. So yeah, we're here. When I saw the Shades thumbnail, I said, well, I got to do that as the second video.
So Monday of this week, I am going to be doing my first game.
Long story short, he was lying about working on Project 7, straight up, full stop. He was lying about working on it in videos. He didn't make videos because he said he was working on it. He was on Twitter bragging about working on Project 7. And then the Street Fighter V beta came out, and he knew when it was coming out. It was a predetermined thing. It didn't actually shadow drop. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm saying allegedly for no fucking reason. I'm watching a video of DSP telling me the beta coming out next week. Now, maybe another beta already happened, and I might be wrong, so I'm not going to fixate on that too much. But, long story short, he was lying straight up about working on Project 7. The Street Fighter V beta came out, and he said, oh my God, the planets align. People want me to play games. They're saying, Phil, you gotta play more games. And wow, man, maybe I can play Street Fighter V and come back in a big way. And then he canceled Project 7. And then hated Street Fighter V more than any game I think he ever hated. So that's pretty cool. And guess what? He never brought back Project 7. A decade later. Why would he do that? That's stupid. That's in the past.
Continuation of Yakuza 4.
It was in the past in 2015.
Obviously I apologize to everyone who wanted to see this game and it was on hold for so long. I am pushing forward with several streams of this every week from now on, and it's no exception this week. Tomorrow, a 3-hour stream, and later in this week I will try to do another 3-hour stream of Yakuza 4, okay?
Wow.
Second stream tomorrow will be Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, so we'll have a couple hours of the continuation of that playthrough tomorrow night, Monday. Tuesday, I know what games I
love pointing down for Tuesday. Let me see if I got that right.
Night,
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Tuesday.
No. He's doing wizard hands, my bad. Before we move on, since I pointed out the chain, another thing that he got from Panda Lee was the pillow. Pillow on the back right here. Panda Lee bought those for him. That was before she knew how to make stuff. So yeah, that's from the old coworker. He threw them away when she left. Or at least he got them off camera when she left.
I know what games I'm playing Tuesday. I just don't know when I'm playing them. And what I mean by that is we've got 2 big releases. Godzilla, which is a full-fledged retail game. It's funny because this game was actually released in Japan last year, but a lot of people criticized the game and said it didn't have enough content to really...
Now, I don't want to go out of my way to hate on a random game. But at the same time, to call Godzilla a big release, like, it's pretty obvious he's only calling it that because he's playing it. Look up the Godzilla game if you're bored, like really bored. Look up on your phone. Look up the Godzilla game from 2015. You got phones, right? It's a really specific game. I think it's I don't want to get derailed on it, but it's super rare now. So I'm going to leave you on that. Godzilla game 2015. He's calling that a big release, though. Anyway,
release. So this year it's re-released
$60 overpriced weird game.
America,
strange tie-in.
And it has tons more content. Like, they add in all this extra stuff. So apparently it is a full...
I think DSP liked it.
And I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I grew up with Godzilla.
But of course,
all the classic Godzilla movies, the black and white ones.
He liked it so much, he played it and dropped it and never played it again and never talked about it again. Like most games.
The color ones from like the 70s, the 80s, and then even the more modernized ones. I saw that shitty American version in the 90s. I saw Godzilla 5.
See, guys, I'm a fan.
Godzilla movie last year. So I am a big fan of Godzilla, and I'm excited to see what they do in a game setting with this character. So that's coming out this Tuesday. And yes,
crazy ear pull.
Even though I just finished Batman Arkham Knight, the first major deal.
Speaking of ear pull, something I want to bring up, because this is a video I'm watching from a fucking decade ago, and I'm 6 minutes in. This dude make 3 minute long videos now. And he's yanking his hair. He's digging in his ear. Not pulling his ear, digging in his fucking ear. He's digging in his mouth. He's biting. He's chewing. Even when he's doing videos dedicated to himself. Like when he's not playing games and shit. When he's doing guy on the couch, you can only look at me style videos. He's still... It's insane. He's fucking disgusting. So, congratulations, DSP. As I wipe my fucking face, you've become more disgusting, but I think everybody knew that.
It's Batman.
I guarantee you, the hair touch shit, the actual ear digs, there's gonna be no ear digs in this. Now, I might be wrong, but that's my bet. We're gonna end this video, and I'm gonna see no ear digs.
Batgirl DLC, where she's actually set in a theme park setting.
This is the stuff we talk about here.
Missions and side content, just like there was with Batman during the main campaign of Arkham Knight. The only difference, it's supposed to be a lot shorter.
Hold on.
It's not really clear yet because no one's played it yet, obviously.
So in conclusion, not really in conclusion, but I wanted to say that the 2 big releases of the week, a Godzilla game from a year ago that finally got translated, and Batgirl DLC. Those are the 2 big releases for the week. I think what he means is those are the 2 things I will be playing that are new.
But that also comes out on Tuesday. Now,
big releases is crazy.
Out of
whatever.
On Tuesday, what would you like to do first? Oh,
by the way, things that I told you I'm doing.
Life is Strange, episode 4.
Oh my god. I think he played Godzilla first.
As well.
Why would he play DLC on the first stream?
On one day.
And then Life is Strange episode 4
as well. So wow, 3 releases on one day.
Big releases.
If I had full reign and full control, this is what I would do. I would play...
What's the point of putting if there?
The Batgirl DLC first stream for around 3 hours. Second stream, I would want to check out Godzilla.
Oh my god, I was wrong.
Depending on how long Batgirl is, I would either play her on first stream or second stream on Wednesday. The other stream would probably be Life is Strange. And then maybe Thursday I would focus on Godzilla into Friday.
I don't want to get used to speeding these up. We're going to have to do it the way I used to do it. You got to do it old school.
But I can't promise you that because I don't know when Batgirl's being released, all right? If she's out in time for first stream on Tuesday, I will play with her on first stream, and that will be our first stream for Tuesday, and then that night will be Godzilla. If not, we might have to flip-flop. So Godzilla maybe first stream on Tuesday, and then Batgirl second stream, all dependent on when PlayStation Network updates.
Okay, quick field trip. I want to see something right quick, even though I think I'm going to be wrong about this. Dude, his schedule matters so much from a decade ago. You have no fucking clue. Like, why would I skip this? Are you ridiculous? Batgirl DLC premiere. Damn. It was like a 50-50 chance that he streamed this on YouTube and left the video up. but I forget. It's a specific cutoff time. If you don't know, it's a fuck it. I don't know. Might as well do it myself. It's a really specific cutoff time when it comes to DSP stuff. If you click the live tab, I mean, it's just a bunch of old streams there, like a lot of old streams there. As you see, if you're looking at the screen, these are all just the old streams. I think a button was clicked one day and he acted like he didn't click it, or maybe he clicked it on purpose. I don't know. But this seemed like something that he would advertise, and he never advertised this. He never advertised this. As far as I know, he actually never talked about it. But it's just a bunch of his old streams, and it's like, who gives a fuck? But you know what I'm saying? And isn't it cool? The first one in his YouTube archive, because of course he streamed on Twitch for years and years and years and years and years, and those whole streams not archived anywhere, unless you do find them archived somewhere. But these are the YouTube streams. Of course, his first one is when he got swatted. Really? Why wouldn't it be? I was gonna watch that. I was gonna watch his I got swatted video, but then I decided against it because it's kind of just him bitching about getting swatted and complaining and shit, and not really talking about a variety of things, if you will. Like, look how much fun I'm having hearing him talk about the Batgirl DLC.
And when Sony makes her available, because typically, whatever reason, since I bought the PS4, all these DLC releases all seem to have issues on when they're released. They're not released consistently timed, so we don't know when exactly she'll be playable.
Ooh.
So Tuesday will be...
Take that, Sony.
And Godzilla. I just can't promise you a time yet, but I hope you'll join me regardless. Wednesday will be either...
Oh yeah, the point why I even did whatever I did to begin with, I was trying to see if he played Batgirl first or Godzilla first. I think he did Godzilla first. I'm just kind of fucking around though. I don't really remember.
Batgirl. I'm sorry. It will be Batgirl and Life is Strange. Or if the Batgirl DLC was really short and I beat it on Tuesday, then it'll be more Godzilla and Life is Strange. Thursday will probably be more Godzilla and balance that again with either Yakuza 4 or Devil May Cry 4. We'll maybe see what people
want. See if we got a Godzilla stream.
Godzilla with Yakuza 4 and Devil May Cry 4. All right. So that's the week. No, there's no podcast this week. I'm making that clear. Since there's a new game in Godzilla.
Hold on.
There's
Look at this artwork. Any minute now. We're almost there. Oh, I scammed everybody. Now I gotta go through mad work. Oh my God, my whole life's being changed right now. Dude, I'm typing so much right now and doing so much I gotta do. Oh my God. This is like a washing of the dishes segment for a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, we're doing it. This is totally worth it, by the way. Like, why would I not do this? All right, look at that. The DSP is Godzilla. He's coming for you. That's what somebody made for him.
These episodic, releases coming out, the Batgirl first DLC, the Life is Strange. I want to be sure to have enough time to play everything this week and not shoehorn in stuff. Say, oh, I want a podcast, and I don't have time to do it. You know what I mean? However,
I thought he didn't do podcasts. Wait, what?
All right.
Podcasts.
This weekend, I want to kind of talk a little bit about what happened this past weekend, because I'll be honest, I was just not very happy. Leanna and I both were not very happy. As you know, if you've been following along my content for the past couple of months, it was actually in early June.
Oh my God, what the fuck was this part about?
Cooperative gameplay for the first time in a long freaking time. Like, it's the first time since, I think it was November of last year, when Little Big Planet 3 was released, that we decided we're going to do some cooperative gameplay. And so we started up a playthrough of Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Now,
I think they rage quit Little Big Planet 3. Sadly, we're going on a motherfucking field trip. DSP Little Big Guy 3. If you do your research, don't do it. But if you do your research, you'll come to the conclusion that Darks DePhil. Oh my fucking God, I hate YouTube sometimes. Hold on, we're getting through this. This is really important. Oh my God, I'm being attacked. Oh my God, is Little Big one word? Oh no, I forgot how to spell a game name. Okay, we're almost there. 33 videos. We're doing this now. They beat the game. They didn't rage quit the game. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, YouTube's trying to play ads. It's not looking good right now. Oh my god. This whole video is me scamming myself, dude. I'm felt it again. Him and Panda Lee did beat this game. Okay, so I'm wrong. I lost. I did nothing wrong. One point I was gonna make though. If you look up the games that he played with Panda Lee, he quit so many of them. If you look up the games that he played with Rambo, he quit way less. And if he quit them, he definitely found a replacement. When it came to Panda Lee shit, he did not find replacements. It would be like, oh, this game sucks. And she would just fucking go along with it. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, this sucks, Phil. And then he would quit it and never play it again.
We had done Lego Jurassic World in early June. We really liked it. Like, we played it for 3 weeks, 3 sessions. It was great. It was fun. We really liked the game. It was straightforward and easy to figure out. No...
I mean, isn't she an adult?
3 sessions. It was great. It was fun. We really liked the game. It was straightforward.
You think everybody's so stupid.
No real game bugs.
And he's first in line.
The game was great. Flawless. It was fun to play through all the movies in the Jurassic Park franchise, and we really enjoyed that game.
Okay.
Maybe in a future date we'll do more co-op. So I actually purchased Lego Batman 3 for
I'm looking this up on my phone.
And waited a week or two while we were doing Batman stuff with Arkham Knight, and then I decided last week, let's start a playthrough. So we did. For one day, we did Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and we very quickly realized this game was a far cry from being as polished as Jurassic World. And what I mean by that is that the game seemed to have some weird bugs.
So it sounded like they quit that one. Oh my god, why would I not leave the... Oh no. Why? Why? It's taking me so long to look these things up. These field trips killing me. DSP don't do it. Okay. Lego Batman 3. If they finish this game, I'm done looking these up. Okay, they did not finish this game. This is a confirmed rage quit. 10 parts. They averaged about 3,000 to 4,000 views. Fell all the way down to 1,000 and then doubled because probably a rage segment. Then went back down, then hit 5K. Awful game bug ruins the playthrough. Parentheses, final question mark. I don't know if you can see that title, and I don't want to fucking mess around with OBS making a video. Final question mark. Yeah. Ask him if you're going to play that game again. Phil, you're going to go back to Lego Batman 3?
The puzzles in the game didn't seem to really be well thought out. It was more like, well, there's a puzzle. Here's 3 random characters from the DC universe who have like 7 outfits on each of them. Try every outfit and every configuration of everything on the screen until you figure out this little minute thing you were supposed to do. Oh, here's the next part of the puzzle, and it's the same thing. So basically, Jurassic World was straightforward, and it was easy fun. It was like family-friendly, you know, kid game, but that's what we want.
This is bad. I'm glad that he said it before I did, though. Because, I mean... Yeah. How old is she again?
You were supposed to do. Oh, here's the next part of the puzzle, and it's the same.
Why the... Bro, oh my god, I don't want to get derailed on this, and I'm already fucking it up. So, why do he need family-friendly games and kid-friendly games for him and his girlfriend? She been playing games her whole life. At least since she was like 12. DSP been playing games his whole life. Huh? But he thinks she fucking stupid? You know Panda Lee beat Hitman Blood Money? You know DSP couldn't beat the first stage of Hitman Blood Money? He did beat the first stage eventually. I think. I can even confirm that, and I'm not looking it up. But look up DSP playing Hitman Blood Money. You cannot look up Panda Lee playing Hitman Blood Money anymore, because it all got deleted. But how the fuck she was, you know, so stupid, I guess, to need a bunch of kid-friendly games, but she was able to beat all of these games that he was too fucking stupid to play on his own. Don't think about it.
So basically, Jurassic World was straightforward, and it was...
I'm gonna have to do a whole hour video talking about that.
You know, kid game.
Give it a disgusting title.
We could play with co-op and enjoy it and just do a little commentary over it.
Why Darkside Phil thinks all of his coworkers are stupider than him. And then I give them devil horns in the emoji in the title. Give them devil horns from the emoji. And then put like a little picture of a cat and a picture of Panda Lee behind them. And I put little workers' hats on their head, and it says Burnell Productions.
Enjoy it. Lego Batman 3 doesn't seem to be like that at all. It seems like a...
And I put spatulas in their hand, because AI can do anything, and I don't even need to be good at it.
Frustrating game. And if this game's made for kids, those kids must have been ripping their fucking hair out, because the game's not very well made, in my opinion. In addition, it's not based off of movies.
One of my favorite long-term DSP things is when he critiques a game by saying, imagine if a kid tried to do this. Meanwhile, he can't do it himself. Of course. If I can't do it, no way a kid can do it. Those stupid things.
It's based off of just an original story that doesn't seem very good. It's kind of mishmashed together, and I'll be honest, even the writing, the dialogue is usually cheesy in Lego games. In this game, it's like extra bad, and we're just really...
I guarantee you, any kid actively in any school right now is more street smart and book smart than DSP.
Not enjoying it that much, but we said, you know what, we had played it one session, and so this past Saturday, we went to play it again,
and it fucking bugged!
Over an hour and a half of our time. If you didn't see it yet...
They still uploaded it. Pointed out, the game wasted an hour and a half of our time. If you didn't see it, you can watch it. So, waste of time.
Let me tell you what happened. We get into this level, so the next level...
I want my 90 minutes back.
We play for about almost 40 minutes, so it's a really long level, and it's actually a level where teaming up villains and heroes are teaming up to face a bigger villain, okay?
These the seconds. The seconds! I can't say anything right. These the segments where the fast forward button is like calling me. Calling me.
And after
I'm looking
the end
at
of
it.
the level, this final portion of the level doesn't load properly. And
No
we
way!
figure out this puzzle, and we're like, we're not stupid. I mean, if a kid can figure this out, we can. We spent over 30 minutes at the end of the level, so now you're talking... I mean, if a kid can figure this out, we can. We spent over 30 minutes at... And we're like, we're not stupid. I mean, if a kid can figure this out, we can.
Yeah, DSP and Pandas aren't stupid.
We spent over 30 minutes at the end of the level, so now you're talking almost an hour and a half of gameplay in, right? Just to find out, we start looking at facts and we start looking videos up. The game's glitched. The game never loaded a certain thing that was supposed to open a door so we could continue the puzzle. And of course, the people on the stream watching probably haven't played the game before. Those that did, this is an older game, so it's a year old. They don't remember. Oh, there's something.
1 year, 1 year, by the way.
And everyone's like, I've never seen anything like this before. I can't believe that these two ran into this annoying bug.
The absolute mind state of the gamer, the player. He's calling a 1 year old game. What he called it again?
This is an older game.
Older game, bro. Older game is like Bully in 2015. Older game. It's like calling a 25-year-old a MILF. Older game.
They don't remember. Oh,
25-year-olds could be moms.
Right? And everyone's like, I've never seen anything like this before. I can't believe
Cougar
these two ran into this annoying bug. Then...
Take that part back. It's like calling a 25-year-old a cougar.
And to make matters worse, there's no way to just restart the room to make it reload. You have to restart the whole stage.
Pandas
the whole stage. So literally, we played for about 2 hours.
Probably by now.
One stage that should have lasted maybe 25 minutes tops because the game bugged out. And we were so ripping angry.
I know I am.
The problem
I'm angry.
like this.
Not a cougar. I'm not a cougar.
Enjoyable and fun, and something terrible like that can happen, and it ruins your gameplay experience. And it did for us. It really did. To the point where we had an hour left on stream, and we were just like, we're done. We can't. We want to play here and have fun and relax together and do fun co-op. Not this. This isn't fun. We're not playing anymore today.
We want to have fun and do fun co-op, so we're going to stop the game we're playing now and not find a replacement game and end the stream early. Right. Do you think he would have ended the stream early if he was doing it with Rambo? Probably not. They would have fucking looked at each other's feet for an hour before he ended early with him.
Called it off, and we at that point we were like, we don't even know if we're going to continue it or not.
Get her out of here. See you later. See you for the next project.
Rather than leave it to us, we're leaving it to you, the viewer.
He don't even do co-op gameplays with his new current coworker. He don't even do shit with her.
Would you like?
And she can't even make mac and cheese, so I don't even know.
Weekend on Saturday.
Fake question. Fake question. Fake question.
Continue Lego Batman 3 this weekend on Saturday.
Spoilers: he did not ever play the game again. So, huh? Wait a minute. Maybe he did. I'm gonna look this up.
As we had originally planned, we were going to do it at least 3 weeks, if not longer, right? When we know, listen, we fully know it's not getting a lot of views. We're okay with that. We know it's an old
No, they're not.
It's once a week, it's cool. It's almost like our day off. And play a silly video game together, right? When we know, listen, we fully know it's not getting a lot of views. We're okay with that. We know it's an older game. It's once a week. It's cool. It's almost like our day off where we get to relax and play a silly video game together. And we were enjoying doing that until the game.
Isn't that something, YouTube? On the back end? I'm saying on the back end for no reason. This dude calling a co-op day with Panda Lee like a day off. Whoa, buddy. Where's Cat?
Glitched out and became a piece of shit.
It's like a day off.
So,
it's crazy.
The question is, do people want to see us attempt this again and start with a fresh mindset this Saturday and play through the game and start over? Or is that, is it leaving a bad taste in everyone's mouth? If it is, the question is then what should we do? Because we would like to do some co-op this summer. That was the point for another couple of weeks. We were going to do co-op. But it seems like I asked on Twitter and everything, and there were all these suggestions of things that play a single-player game with co-op commentary. Okay, what? Ooh. And then all the suggestions were all over.
Okay, I'm not going to do more research than this, but it's possible I'm wrong about this. Possible I'm wrong. Because they did a video, and it's named Boss Time. No, never mind. I don't think I'm wrong about this. I think he never played it again. I think what he's talking about is the last time they played it. Because it's hour and a half. I'm looking at it. Nah, I'm not wrong about that one. He never played the game again. So what's the other option?
Play Crash Bandicoot 2.
Crash Bandicoot?
That's in a patrons poll for this month. By the way, it's winning the poll.
If people paying for that.
That's silly. It's already doing something else. It's already associated with something else. And so the suggestions were very good, and we're looking for a good
Let me rewind this. This is such a modern DSP segment. Frantically, eyes popping out of his head, frantically begging for advice. Oh my God, please, guys, I don't know what games to play on my fucking stupid YouTube channel. And then people say, you should play this, Phil. And he says, no. You should play this, Phil. No. You should play this, Phil. Well, that's actually already in another poll that you guys have voted on and voting on currently for my patrons. Can you figure it out then? You seem to fucking know the answer, but you keep asking for it.
Commentary. Okay,
come on, man.
And then all the suggestions were all over the place, like crazy stuff. That it's like, oh, play Crash Bandicoot 2, but that's already in a poll.
Actually, a decade plus of actively hating on his audience's suggestions of what to do. This is the dude who compared his fucking stupid ass gaming channel to a sandwich shop, because apparently sandwich shops get all kinds of feedback constantly. Well, I mean, if I go to a sandwich shop and ask them to make a certain kind of sandwich, I don't think they're gonna talk down to me or make fun of me or get some kind of joke off on me for 10 minutes like he would do if you ask him to do something. Well, actually, we can't do this because pretty much basically
place like crazy
stuff.
Come on. That it's like, oh, play Crash Bandicoot 2, but that's already in a poll.
Pretty much,
by the way, it's winning the
basically.
poll. No, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that.
It's already doing something else. It's already associated with something else. And so the suggestion.
Also, super down bad what he did right here. It's pretty obvious he got, I mean, this is 2015, so I'm going to make up a number. He probably got 20 different games suggested, and he picked out the one game that he already was going to do for some patron shit, just so he can say everybody else got bad ideas. Isn't that nasty? That's actually nasty. So yeah, 30 people gave me a suggestion, but I'm going to cherry pick one and point that out as being the worst one and say that speaks for the whole audience. Really fucking cool, man. I wonder why this dude have less people watch him now. He seemed like he was doing a good job at handling everything. What the fuck?
Silly, it's already doing something else. It's already associated with something else. And so the suggestions were very good, and we're looking for a good...
Like, why can't I find other Let's Players sitting on their couch for 30 minutes talking about how other people don't have good suggestions? What's up with that? Is it something that they're missing? It is. It's called the Cringe Vlog channel. Imagine if every streamer opened a Cringe Vlog channel. That's what I'm going to call DSP Reacts, because it used to be DSP Vlogs? DSP Vlogging? I like that I don't remember the name anymore. That's kind of funny. But I'm going to go with whatever it was called. It used to be called whatever it was called. What if everybody had a channel like that? And they all uploaded videos where they complain about their audience and say that they're not watching them enough and shit. And then when people point out that they said it, they act like they never said it, or they say that you misinterpreted it. Like, dude, it's a fucking 30-minute video of you previewing your weekly gaming schedule. Why are you even making that? And then when somebody decide to watch it, you basically hating on your own audience in it. I wonder why these people get called dense now. They weren't called anything back then, except DSP fans. But who the fuck would stick around through this? You ask the dude to play a game that he wants to play, and you say that you got a bad suggestion. Thank you. Keep some things to yourself, man. But he called us being real. He's so fucking real that I'm gonna talk about what's currently going on right now as we speak. He's so fucking real that he posted. I can get this on screen. It's gonna take like 3 hours to put this on screen. Oh my God. If they Okay, that was me. It's gonna take like 3 hours to put this on screen. I'm working my ass off in the background right now. You have no idea. Oh my fucking God. We're working on it. We're working on it. Any minute now. We're getting close. And then I could make my amazing point. Okay, so this is the DSP's Twitter, his twatters, if you will. What was I even talking about? Him being transparent or something? So, today is July the 10th. This tweet is from July the 7th. Darks DePhil last posted on the 7th. After he started, I don't know how to explain it in the way I'm trying to, but his day off started on Saturday. He was supposed to have Saturday and Sunday off. And it's now Thursday, and he hasn't posted anything since Monday. So, yeah. I don't know what point I was making, but something, he always say he's so transparent, something, realest motherfucker on the internet, something. And honestly, he still do say he's this super transparent guy. He always try to make these battles. I'm gonna use the word battle, even though it's kind of not right. He always try to compare himself to other people in ways that no one's doing. Like saying he's not a flaky streamer because he go live every day. Speaking of, I'm live every day, just not on YouTube because YouTube loves me so much that I don't want to over encumber them with content. He say he's so transparent, but if you ask him anything, he can never answer it. Also, who the fuck looks for transparency in a Let's Play channel? I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I don't want to get derailed on that.
Bandicoot 2, but that's already in a...
It's going to be another hour-long video.
Commentary. Okay, what? And then all the suggestions were all over the place. Like
name them.
Crazy stuff.
Name them. Name them.
Oh,
Name them.
Crash Bandicoot 2, but that's already in a poll. That's in
I forgot. I forgot he only... I'm done with this segment now. I just want to hear it one more time because it's really lame how we do this, and this is such a modern thing. This is such a thing he would actually do if he streams tomorrow. He would do this. Somebody will say to play, I don't know. Let's say he didn't play Stellar Blade, but he wanted to for an event if he make enough money, which is a real thing, by the way. And then somebody would say, you don't know what to do. Oh my God, I can't talk. Somebody say, you don't know what to do, Phil. You should play Stellar Blade. And then 15 other people say 15 other games. He would, of course, point out the one dude that said you should play Stellar Blade. And they say, this guy said play Stellar Blade. No, I can't do that. That's behind a goal. That's what this was. That's exactly what this was. 30, 40, 50 fucking suggestions because he was way more popular in 2015. And he points out the one that he can't do because of some actual technicality that's based on being greedy. Really cool. Really cool.
Co-op this summer. That was the point. Suggestions of things that play a single player game with co-op commentary. Okay, what?
Okay, what?
And all the suggestions were all over the place, like crazy.
Such a bratty okay, what too. Did you like that? Okay, what?
Stuff that it's like, oh, play Crash Bandicoot 2, but that's
also, how was Crash Bandicoot 2 crazy stuff?
It's already in a poll. That's in a patrons poll for this month. By the way, it's winning the poll. No, we're not going to do that. That's silly. It's already doing something else. You know.
What about every other game?
With something else.
Name the other ones.
And so the suggestions were very good, and we're looking for a good console co-op game. A lot of people said play on PC. No. Stop.
Asking for feedback and then telling the people that you asked for feedback that the suggestions aren't good is next level shit. That's like Chad level shit, dude. If you could be a Chad on the internet, this is how you would be a Chad on the internet. What the fuck? Hey, yo, I don't know what to do. Give me some help. Give me some advice. Okay, do this. The fuck? I don't want to do that. That's a bad suggestion. What's wrong with you? Speaking of bad suggestions, I read a little bit of the comments earlier. I'm not going to read the comments now. But one of the comments, like I'm not going to read them in the video at all. I don't want to do that. But one of the comments said that he should play Hitman Absolution with Panda Lee. No, Blood Money. It might have said Blood Money. Fuck. Now I got to look it up. Hey Phil, how about you finally try the Hitman Collection as co-op commentary with Leanna, since she is a fan and you have started becoming one? There you go. This dude know because it was a 9-year-old comment. Didn't I say in the beginning of this video, somewhat in the beginning of this video, that Panda Lee played Hitman Blood Money, did a whole playthrough of it, uploaded to a channel and everything, but it's lost media now. Almost all of Panda Lee playthroughs are lost media now. Some of them got re-uploaded, but she was a fucking... She was on a grind, dude. And she literally got overpaid for her videos, so maybe she should have been on the grind. Another thing I want to say, he bought the Hitman collection, never played it, never took it out of the plastic. This is a factual thing that happened. I don't know why DSP do these things, but he bought it and he was like,
yeah, guys, this is cool. I could play the old classic Hitman games on my PlayStation 3. I have the Hitman Classic Collection. I have it still in the plastic.
And he never played it.
Stop that. I already explained to everyone a million.
And then a decade passed. Like, no, actually a decade. Like, actually 10 years passed. And then he finally played Hitman Blood Money. And then he was really stupid, didn't know what to do. Like, it's just all around a dense segment. Don't look it up, but maybe look it up. If you're really bored. If you're really bored and you really like Hitman.
My gameplay PC is the
watch it on
PC. It leads
VPN.
to tons of frame rate problems, choppiness issues. We cannot play a co-op game on PC here. It's not going to work. I'm a console gamer. Yes, I occasionally play stuff on PC, so stop making these crazy suggestions. Unless I make it rich and I could go buy a secondary PC to do full streaming or for gameplay, it's not going to happen, all right? So I'm looking for...
Bro, what the fuck? The level of franticness is that same shit he do if you ask him to do something with Cat, the current coworker. Holy shit. The vibe when he didn't want to do something with Panda Lee, same vibe he got when he don't want to do something with Cat and he trying to make up excuses. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? And of course I would say that. Why wouldn't I? But asking this dude to do something with Rambo back then, it wasn't like this. Even if he couldn't do it. Well, he basically had Rambo scheduled in, like he was really another coworker, for real. So it's kind of different, but I don't want to say it's kind of different. So I'm not going to say it's kind of different. But I never heard him or seen him act like this when it came to not doing something with Rambo, when it came to not doing something with PPP, when it came to not doing something with Andy Worski. Now, it's a lot of stuff that he kind of maybe could have done and never got around to doing. With PPP, I call him P. And Andy Worski, I call him Worski. But this is different. Look at him.
See, it leads to tons of...
He's so scared. He's scared. Do a co-op game on PC. I can't do co-op games. Co-op games on PC don't work because my PC gets fucking choppy and laggy and it wouldn't happen. It couldn't happen. I would have to make it rich. He say he would have to become rich to get a fucking computer in 2015. Bro, what? You know how much money he was probably making in 2015? But he was acting broke because he always act broke. And it's going to be 2035 and I'll be saying, you know how much money he was making in 2025? But he act broke because he always act broke. That's a part of his job.
No, stop that. I already explained to everyone a million times. Me playing PC games doesn't work. My gameplay PC is the same as my capture PC. It leads to tons of...
Look how scared he is. I want to point out that Panda Lee had her own gaming PC that DSP bought for her. He bought her, I'll say, $2,000 computer. It might have been full $3,000, but I'm going to say he bought her a $2,000 computer way back in the day, as in like a year before this, 2013, maybe 2014. It was before she moved in with him, and she was living with her parents. Like, it was a video I watched. It's a video that's still on YouTube. You can watch of it. It's just kind of a thing that happened.
Issue. We cannot play a co-op.
So the point I'm trying to make is, if this dude wasn't on level 1, and if he obviously wanted to do stuff, because if you want to do something, you're gonna maybe not act like this about not doing it, right? If he actually wanted to do co-op on PC, but couldn't, he would probably act a bit different than this. But he don't want to do it, and he could make an excuse why he don't want to do it. So it's kind of hitting different. But before I derail myself more, if this dude was on level 1 for real, he's not even on level 1. If he was on level 1 for real, he would think to himself, wait, hold on, brain blast. My coworker got her own computer. She could get her computer and do something on it. And I can get my computer and do something on it. And then we can do co-op from different rooms. Or maybe she can bring her computer in my room. And we can do co-op LAN. They could have done LAN co-op. They could have found a game that don't even work online and played that shit through LAN, bro. It would have been fucking base. It would have been super cool. But he didn't.
Game
he didn't want to hang out with his old coworker.
I'm a console gamer. Yes, I occasionally play stuff on PC, so stop making these crazy suggestions. Unless I make it rich and I could go buy...
Think of this. Think about this. It is a crazy suggestion to ask a guy to play co-op games on his computer. And he not even saying what the games is either. Think about that bullshit. He only fucking named one goddamn game, and he had this really specific reason why he named it. What are these co-op games? I don't know. Did someone say play co-op games on PC? You should have said what games then. But he's telling us answers that he got from his viewers that he can't even find, answers that might have not even happened, just so we can call them bad suggestions. But think about this. A guy asks you, what game should I play with my coworker? You say, play a co-op game on PC. He respond, stop giving crazy suggestions. What the fuck? How was that a crazy suggestion, bro?
A secondary PC.
You're crazy.
Or for gameplay, it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
So I'm looking for some kind of a suggestion for console co-op. The bottom line is, though, and here's the funny thing.
I bet they didn't do anything.
Yoshi's Woolly World had been released.
No.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Also, why the fuck you gotta play like actually the most childish baby man play school ass games? No disrespect to one of my favorite game series, the Yoshi style island style games, which is what Woolly World is, except you're not on an island and you don't have a baby, but you get the point. Why you gotta play that with her? Look up the co-op for Yoshi's Woolly World. He was gonna have Pandalee doing that. I don't even know if it got co-op. I'm making it up, but I think it do. I think. I don't want to look that up though. I don't want to derail myself on that.
It was worldwide except for.
But this is a lie. Fuck him. No one believes him. No one should believe him. Don't believe him. This is classic style DSP. And think about how garbage this is. This same video, he's playing a Godzilla game a year late. But he's telling us if this Yoshi game came out a year ago, I would have played it. Huh? And then he'd say everywhere else in the world except the United States. So what about the English-speaking audience? What about your audience in 2015? They're not Japanese. You think they watched the Japanese dude play it and didn't understand what they were saying? And they watched that for 20 hours? Maybe. Maybe. Somebody did.
Had been released in late June, like it was worldwide, except for the United States. That's what we'd be playing right now. And I fully expect that game would have been fun. It would have been entertaining. It would have been relaxing. It seems like that kind of game, but we couldn't do that because Nintendo decided to delay it because they want to sell amiibos in the United States. But I digress. We won't get into that subject right now. We're looking for
nice slander.
Co-op. Now, some people have made some good suggestions, like play Obscure 2. If you remember, a few years back, Leanna and I, for a Halloween special, we played this game. I'm sorry, excuse me. It wasn't a Halloween special. It was just co-op. Like, I think in early 2013, we played this game, Obscure, a survival horror game with co-op. And surprisingly enough, even though it was kind of annoying, we liked it. Like, we liked playing it together. The problem is, I don't have a capture device anymore that will capture something like the PlayStation 2 so that we could do that. I don't own the disc, and I don't have anything to capture. All I have is things that will capture the modern consoles. And guess what? It's not available. I looked it up. Obscure the Aftermath is only available on PlayStation PlayStation Portable or PS Vita. They never made it digitally available for PS3. Why?
What's emulation? I know he's not going to emulate a PSP game back in 2015, but thank you for... Man, oh my God. I'm frustrated because this finally the second game he named. So he named one game specifically to point it out that it's a game that he's supposed to get paid to play so he can't play it for free. That's what that was about. And then he finally names another game, and he only names this game because guess what? It's 70,000 word long list. Why he can't do it? I can't play it. I can't stream it. It's on PSP only. It's on this Vita only. It's on PSP only. I can't do this. Can't do that. Thank you, dude. Really cool segment.
Or PS Vita.
I really appreciate this segment.
Never made it digitally available for PS3. Why? No one's going to buy it and play it on PS2, but they never bothered. So,
what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I gotta listen to this again because he fucking spiraled all over the place, bro. Is it a PS2 game or a PSP game or a PS Vita game? And why do you expect PSP games to be on a PS3? What? Because some are? What the fuck?
PlayStation 2.
It's a random game, probably from a dead company.
Have a capture device anymore that will capture something.
Also, if you don't have a capture device that'll capture the PlayStation 2, buy one. You know what's fucking based, funny, robust, meaningful, and other random buzzwords I can give you? A decade later, 2025, he still don't have a way to capture from a PS2. A decade later. Within arm's reach I have a big back style, CRT style TV with a PlayStation 2 sitting on top of it that I can capture from. He can't do it. Why can't he do it? It's too hard. It's too hard. I don't know how I would do it, you guys. It's been a fucking decade. This dude still can't buy a plug. He can't buy a thing. And then, fun fact, we know now with the power of hindsight, I didn't notice in 2015, but I noticed now in 2025, DSP has a PlayStation 2 Slim in his closet right now. He showed it on one of his recent streams. Well, maybe it was a year ago, but he showed it a year ago, 2 years ago. He showed it 2 years ago on one of his closet cleaning streams. He got a lot of closet cleaning streams, so I'm getting them mixed up. But he showed the box, didn't even open it. This is how much he care about games. He held up a PlayStation 2 box and said, "Oh, this is my slim PlayStation 2. Yeah, I wrote my name on the box so people wouldn't steal it or act like they owned it and took it at the tournaments. And I also wrote my name on it a lot." And he never even took it out the box. That's how much he care about games. Let me go out of my way to show something. This, I don't use this, but this is one of the ways I can capture from a PS2. That PS2 to HDMI. I bought this like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. You can look on Amazon and buy 16 different versions, and they're probably all the same thing with a different shell, sold by a different company. It's always been that way. Not always, but in 2015 it was that way. It's always been that way. And he's like, "No, I can't capture from it."
It was kind of annoying. We liked it. Like,
what a
we
business.
playing it together. The problem is, I don't
think about this. You tell a sandwich shop that you want your bread toasted a certain way. I'm only doing this because you compare his stream to sandwich shops now. You go to a sandwich shop and you tell them that you want your bread toasted a certain way. We're gonna call bread toasting a PlayStation 2. You want your bread toasted a certain way because other places can do it. You've been other places that have been able to do this. And then they give you, instead of toasted bread the way that you want it, they give you a random 75-second I roll around the fucking world segment about how they can't toast bread that way.
have a capture device.
Oh, wait. And then after that, they say that your suggestion is bad. The way you want me to toast that bread is stupid.
Like, we liked playing it together. The problem is, I don't have a capture device anymore that will capture something like the PlayStation 2
also,
so that we could do
new rule. When I rewind a bunch, when I rewind a bunch and replay it, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't own the disc, and I don't have anything to capture. All I have is things that will capture the modern consoles, and guess what? It's not available. I looked it up. Obscure the Aftermath is only available on PlayStation.
Also, what's modern console mean? Modern console mean that it has an HDMI output. Gonna spoil that for you. You know what gives a PlayStation 2 an HDMI output? This product that existed a decade ago that he could have bought back in 2015. That's what makes it fucking modern. If modern mean have HDMI out. Come on, man, keep up. So many RCA to HDMI out.
They never made.
There's so many RCA to HDMI input out things that I have, like 5 of them, but I would have to look for them, and I'm not. And I'm not gonna edit the video after I find them. I'm not doing any of that. But it's so many RCA to HDMI things. It's so many like console exclusive things like this. If you want to save money, you can buy an RCA out to HDMI. You fucking know what I'm talking about. You can buy one of those. If you can watch this video, you know what I'm talking about. I hope.
Why?
DSP wouldn't know. DSP will be able to watch this video and he will say, "What's RCA? What?
Like, what are you talking about?"
I don't know what RCA is either.
Only available for PS3. Why? No one's gonna.
The color thing.
PS2, but they never bothered. So that game's out, and we're kind of looking for that. Maybe a game from around the PS2 era, or even PS3 era. Maybe a survival horror game with co-op. If not co-op, maybe co-op commentary we could do, right? But a game that.
See this color thing? I did have one. This is it, dude. See, you put the whoop in there, the color whoop, yellow, white, and red. And then you got the HDMI coming out type of thing. Well, there you go. Look how shitty this look. You think this cost more than $12 like 9 years ago? And it still worked. The fuck?
It's kind of along those lines. If not something completely out of the box that we haven't thought of. Maybe something on Wii U I never played. In fact, I may be getting a few ideas right now. There's actually a game I think that I have. I don't know if I ever got it or not that we may be able to do on Wii U. But those kinds of suggestions, if you could give us some over the course of the week. If you don't
Really bad segment.
those lines,
Unbelievable.
something completely out of the box that we haven't thought of. Maybe something on Wii U I never played.
Maybe something on Wii U he never played, like the fucking Yoshi game that just came out that you say you can't play because it came out a year ago in every other country. What about that game? And then he makes up a game, can't even name it. That's really cool. I like that, man. I like that 10 years later, I can't even figure out what the game is because he never said it. And he probably never played a Wii U game with her.
In fact,
who knows?
I may be getting a few ideas right now. There's actually a game I think that I have. I don't know if I've ever got it or not that we may be able to do on Wii U.
It's a game I think I have. I don't know if I got it. That's really meaningful.
But those kinds of suggestions, if you could give us some over the...
Let me rewind one more time because he got a bunch of suggestions to play a game. He said all of them were stupid except he said they're all stupid, but he only pointed out the two stupidest ones, which is really meaningful. And I'm telling you what, audiences love that.
We're kind of looking for that. Maybe a game from around the PS2 era or even PS3 era. Maybe a survival horror game with co-op. If not co-op, maybe co-op commentary we could do. Right? But a game that's kind of along those lines. If not, something completely out of the box that we haven't thought of. Maybe something on Wii U I never played. In fact...
Okay, so in conclusion, he wants people to give even more advice and feedback, even though he said that the initial advice and feedback was stupid. He didn't use the word stupid, but he said it was stupid. That's really cool. Really cool. It's like you know the answer to the question, so why you keep asking people, dude? What game you want me to play? No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. Okay, well, maybe if you name a game that's like from this era to that era that fits this genre and that genre, you've given basically a Google search. So now you're looking for a PS2 survival horror style game that wouldn't be expensive to buy physically, that also would work on a PS3? Because he don't have a PS2. Why are you asking for PS2 games? Hey, yo, I just noticed this. Why is this fucking dude asking for people to name PS2 games to play when he don't have a PS2? And he's specifically saying he don't have a way to capture from a PS2. What the fuck? Oh man, this segment sucked. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I talked about it this long.
Got it or not that we may be able to do on Wii U. But those kinds of suggestions, if you could give us some over the course of the week. If you don't want to see us play Lego Batman 3, let us know what kind of fun stuff we could do, potentially for summer co-op. I fully expect that once the hard...
You know what? I'm going to read the comments. I want to see what games they named. The Lego movie, the video game, they didn't do that. Godzilla, yeah, he already did that. He did Godzilla by himself. These comments are worthless. They could do co-op Godzilla, they didn't do that. The dude said play Hitman. It's one comment that said actually play a game that would make sense. It's just a bunch of people posting about Iwata and people saying that the haters are stupid. Some dudes say to play Manhunt. He didn't play Manhunt with Panda Lee. Fun fact, he did play Manhunt way later down the line and it was a part of a marathon and he didn't like it and he wage quit it. He wage quit Manhunt. Co-op of Ratchet and Clank All for One? Oh my God. They did that. That's just, why is this? They did that before this video came out. This dude's asking him to do something he already did at this point. Fuck you, bitch. But that's a comment. You can play another Lego game. Very good comment right there, man. Drop Lego Batman 3, more DMC4. Yeah, these comments did not help. Play Siren Blood Curse for the PS3. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look up DSP Siren Blood Curse. Let's see. Oh my God. Guess what, bro? Guess what? He did play Siren Blood Curse for the PS3. Guess what else? He played it 2 to 3 years after this dude posted that comment. Oh man, my mind is blown about this shit. That's really fucking bullshit, bro. I'm gonna just spam bro during this. I'm really, oh man, I'm so lost right now. I can't even comprehend this. I'm so confused. I'm confused somehow. This playthrough got really bad views. Damn, dude. 7-year-old video with 985 views. This dude fucking washed. He been washed. If he washed something about him being dirty. If he washed this much, he wouldn't fucking dig in his ears all day. Oh my God. So it was one comment asking him to do something he already did with Panda Lee. It was another comment asking him to play Hitman and do co-op commentary, which he didn't do, but he could have done. So I'm going to count that as him ignoring it. But it's crazy. A dude straight up told him, play Siren Blood Curse for PS3. This is a 9-year-old comment, so this is a valid comment. And then he did play the game 2 years later without Panda Lee. Why didn't he play Siren Blood Curse 9 years ago? It's almost like he didn't really want another game to play with Panda Lee. That's crazy, man. Like, did he do this so she would think he wanted to still hang out with her or what? It's so weird. It's pretty obvious he didn't want to play another game with her and he wanted to buy time. No, I can't do this. Do that. No, I can't do that. I would like for you to name a game between this era and that era and this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. Dude names a game, he don't even play it anyway. I'm stuck on that. That's crazy. This dude always milk his fucking audience for feedback, man. He always do. He did back then too. Of course he did, because he didn't want to hang out with Panda Lee. She was a bad coworker. He want to hang out with the new one even less.
August, maybe once a week to sit down and do a co-op session would be a good idea, but we need suggestions.
Sure you do.
Right now, everything that we were going to do kind of is falling through, and that sucks, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So,
fucking disgusting.
There may
he don't deserve to get feedback from anybody.
Gameplay with Leanna and I. If not, I'll fill it on. I mean, I'll fill it up with things. You know, I've still got Yakuza 4, Devil May Cry, and Godzilla that I'm juggling. And yes, those will be taking up time. And so yeah, if I'll do that Saturday. All right. So that's kind of what you can expect. To recap quickly, and now I'll talk a little bit about next week because there's some exciting stuff coming next week.
Might speed up the recap.
Monday. Yakuza 4, Devil May Cry 4, 2 gameplay streams. Tuesday, depending on when things come out, it may be Batgirl first, and then Godzilla, or Godzilla and then Batgirl, depending on when the Batgirl DLC is released. Wednesday, if there's more Batgirl content, we'll balance that with Life is Strange Episode 4. If not, it'll be Godzilla and Life is Strange. Thursday and Friday, excuse me, boy, I'm stuttering here, will both be Godzilla and Yakuza 4 or Devil May Cry 4 balanced. Saturday co-op is up in the air, we'll see what happens, and then Sunday will again probably be the Yakuza 4, Devil May Cry, or Godzilla. I don't want to promise anything because we don't know how long it's going to take for me to get through those games, and how far along I'll be at those
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I gotta make a point. First of all, I took way longer to watch this video in 2025 than I did back then. And back then, I was wondering, how the fuck did I make a 58-minute video out of watching this? I don't know what I talked about or how I talked about it or what I said back then, but I do know the title of the video. Guess what? I didn't want to point out this title because I kind of felt like I was a piece of shit. But now I remember why I named it that. DSP tries it, questioning his girlfriend's intelligence, ignoring fans and more. Yep, the ignoring fans part was about him straight up saying that feedback was bad, while begging for more feedback. And then the question in his girlfriend's intelligence part was because he only wants to play family-friendly and kid-friendly games with her.
Next week,
what's that about?
We got some special stuff going on. The Street Fighter 5 game coming out
wow.
on Thursday. Excuse me. Yeah, it is.
Street Fighter 5 coming out.
Excuse me. Yeah, it is Thursday. It's Thursday of next week. I'm incredibly excited. I've been talking about this for weeks. I talked about it on my podcast this past week. I've been talking about it everywhere, all right? And I am very excited because I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter. I didn't really particularly like how dumbed down Street Fighter 4 was. People who...
Okay, to follow up on something I said earlier and didn't know if I was wrong about it or not, he really did know that the Street Fighter 5 beta was coming out weeks before it came out. And then when he played it and canceled Project 7, he said that the planets were aligned and that it came out of nowhere and it caught him off guard. That's crazy. Do your research. Do your research on DSP talking about the Street Fighter 5 beta coming out for weeks and then lying and acting caught off guard when it actually came out. That's crazy, dude. And that was all just to cancel Project 7. Wow, that's really, really cool.
This game is
big
hardcore. It's made for hardcore players, harder executions, a more hardcore game, no invincible backdash bullshit, no gimmicks, everything's more straight up, and it could be a really well-made game.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about these statements, but listen to what he thought Street Fighter 5 was going to be. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But know that this is unbelievably wrong.
Particularly
and whoever told him this, if anybody told him this, they need to be yelled at and they need to be cut off.
Dumbed down Street Fighter because I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter. I didn't really particularly like how dumbed down Street Fighter 4 was. People who have played Street Fighter 5 have said this game is hardcore. It's made for hardcore players, harder executions, a more hardcore game, no invincible backdash bullshit, no gimmicks, everything's more straight up, and it could be a really well-made game. I'm excited. Some people I know who actually played it, there was like a London event, and a few people went there and played it and messaged me and said, Phil, this game is awesome. You will love this beta.
Did they say all that other stuff?
Ladies and gentlemen, special thing that might be coming this week. I think.
Hey, why he didn't bring Project 7 up in his video? That's pretty weird.
I'm going to do it.
He walked away. Unexpected.
Unboxing video I did not plan on doing, but this week I went to my local Fry's, which is an electronics chain out here on the West Coast, and they
I'm two-time speeding this.
Real Arcade Pro 4 Kai. This is a fighting game joystick made for the PlayStation 4. It's native to the PlayStation 4. It's not like one of those PS3 sticks that will work on PS4 with software. No, this one was made to work as a native PS4 joystick. Now let me tell you something. Number one, Hori. I love this company. I've owned multiple Hori joysticks. I had the Real Arcade Pro 1, 2, and 3. All right, which worked on I believe it was PS1, 2, and 3. I really loved all. I've modded them over the years. I've done tons of stuff with Hori sticks. I love Hori joysticks. Okay, this one in particular was made by a competitive gaming group who basically put in custom parts. It's supposed to be like a tournament-worthy joystick. That's why they designed it. I got it at Fry's because number one, it was the same price as everywhere else. It's not any cheaper at retail stores or online. It's the same price everywhere. And I said this would be a perfect opportunity for me to test out this joystick. Which
apparently this stick was made by a competitive group that put their own buttons in it, whatever that means.
Street Fighter 5 beta. So next week, what I'm thinking of doing, okay, is doing a special stream at some point where I will test out different games with that joystick. Maybe I do Mortal Kombat 10, which I have. I have Mortal Kombat 10, obviously on PS.
You lie about this?
I may test out Ultra Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
Maybe he did this.
Super
I don't want to look it up.
My Dick Edition or whatever it is. On the PS3, I don't have it on there currently, but I own the game on there, so I could digitally download it, and I could test it out because the joystick does work on PS3 as well.
Yeah, I read the box, man.
I also have Injustice. Not anymore for like Xbox 360, but I actually own it digitally for the PS4. I downloaded it when it was like a super sale last year, so I could re-download that and maybe mess around in Injustice with this joystick as well. But what I may do this week is a special unboxing video where I take it out of here and I show you what it looks like and I show you all the buttons and features. And then
how is it 20 minutes into a 24-minute daily, not a daily wrap? How is it 20 minutes into a 24-minute weekend preview? And he's telling me he might do something next week for the first time.
And maybe next week I do a special stream.
Guess he was spending too much time telling his audience that they had bad suggestions.
Street Fighter 5 beta, where I show you, I test out the joystick with different games.
It's called priorities.
Like that, and I might do like, a little bit of a test of the joystick, and we'll see. Okay.
Good quote. Good strange quote.
Like that, and I might do like, a little bit of a test of the joystick, and we'll see. Okay, it might not be great. I don't know. I haven't played it with it yet. A lot of people are saying they own it for Xbox One. I don't know why. I guess for some reason tournaments were held on Xbox One. I think Mortal Kombat 10 tournaments are held on Xbox One. So they bought the Xbox One version, and they said,
what about all the other fighting games you can play on the Xbox One, you fucking asshole? Maybe they play Skullgirls on it. I don't know. This is 2015, too. They could have been playing Killer Instinct. This dude's insane. Just because he's not doing it, he's like, why anybody doing that? Holy fuck. Oh well.
Say they love it, so I'm looking
typical DSP style.
PS4 and seeing.
I don't know why they were having an Xbox.
It's gonna be a fun.
You fucking fanboy.
It's gonna be a variety of content. It's going to be exciting. I thank you for watching, even though it is the summer. Typically, this is downtime. There's not a lot going on. We got a lot this week. I hope if you enjoyed the Batman playthrough, I hope you're gonna check out Batgirl. If you're a fan of Godzilla, I'm really excited for that game. I hope you'll check it out. I really think this is gonna be a great week, regardless of the fact that there's no, oh my god, giant AAA.
Bro. He's trying so hard, and knowing in hindsight that whatever this pignosis is so common now. Like, he think every day gonna be a good day. He think every week gonna be a good week, and he say it every day, and he say it every week, and he's always saying it every day and every week, and he probably started saying it every day and every week a long time ago. I think this week coming up is gonna be a really good week. Every week.
If you enjoyed the Batman playthrough, I hope you're going to check out Batgirl. If you're a fan of Godzilla, I'm really excited for that game. I hope you'll check it out. I really
frantic promotion.
Regardless of the fact that there's no, oh my god, giant AAA high profile release.
But he said Batman, no, he said Batgirl DLC and the Godzilla game from a year ago from Japan. He said those were two big releases. And now the goalposts have been moved, my friend. Now they're two big releases, but not two big AAA releases. They're not two big AAA releases plus flail combo, as you can see on screen right now. They're not that.
We'll get to there when we get to Street Fighter 5 beta for 5 days.
Street Fighter 5 beta didn't work, by the way. When it came out, it didn't work. It actually didn't work at all. And it was a stream that was so weird, DSP didn't even upload it. I have a fun fact. Oh my God, why am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do this to myself and I'm not gonna be able to find it. But I remember I watched the Street Fighter 5 thing. It was like a whole thing. Let's see what I can do. So if I type in Street Fighter 5, what I got? Yep, this is it. Is it still public? It's unlisted. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna publicize this video. That's not the right way to say it. I never learned how to say it the right way. I'm gonna make this video public and put a link to it in the description. Video name, DSP tries it. DSP tries to try it. First day of Street Fighter 5. Yeah, it didn't work. That's, if you don't know, it never worked. It never worked. So I'm gonna link that video in the description, and you can get a look into the past of what my restreams used to look like, because whoa, some of this stuff you actually will never even understand. You don't even know what that chat is, do you? The one all the way on the right? You don't even know what that is. And then what's the one under that? I don't know. I know, but I'm not gonna explain. That's gonna be another hour-long video.
But for now, I hope you'll tune into the stuff this week. It's going to be a good one, all right? That's really about it. That's all I got to say. I'm actually off right now after this video to do patron-related stuff. I got special videos I got to do for patrons for the month of June, and I got to go through perks and stuff and start divvying stuff out. So I'll be busy tonight, which is why there's no second gameplay stream or whatever. But I thank you for watching everything, for tuning in, for sticking in there during this summer. When there is downtime, you could be doing something else, but you're here and you're watching my content, and I very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'll see you this week for great new content, all right? That's it, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. I'll see you this week for new gameplay. And now, without further ado, thanks to the following June patrons, the new crawl is in effect. Here we go.
I'm going to mute this. I'm going to mute it on, can you hear it yet? Oh my God. No way. No fucking way. Never mind, dude. I said I was gonna mute it. Guess what? The video is muted itself. If you watch this on your own, turn the volume up to max. Nothing plays. This is a silent part of the video. This is the docs list featuring cool people like Planet Jeff and Hank Duma and Thomas McDonald. Yo, that's crazy. The dude, Thomas, is the same dude who gave DSP $1,600 like a few days ago. So this dude was giving him money a decade ago, and then they gave him $1,600 a few days ago. It's crazy. This was a fucking few months ago. No, let me start it over. Let me start it over and make it easier. Thomas, on the list, on the screen, he gave DSP $1,600. I think before the Nintendo Switch 2 came out. Yeah, right before the Switch 2 came out. And he gave him, yeah, again, he gave him $1,600. And the point of that was supposed to be, here's $100 for every year that I watched you, Phil. You're so cool, herbert. And then you watch a video from a decade ago, and he's on a list for Patreon people. So he'd been giving DSP money. He'd been giving him money, of course. Anyway, one point I want to make about this, and then we'll be done with this one video. This is going to be like a 2-hour YouTube video, because I'm going to watch 2 30-minute videos. That makes so much sense. This music was music that he got from Machinima. You get it? Correct? All right. And when I used to watch these videos back then, as in this video from 2015, this video back then got claimed. Why did it get claimed? This music. DSP used the music that he got from Machinima, and he was able to make money off it. But when Machinima went away, they don't exist anymore. At least in the way they used to, because it might be factually true they technically exist. When Machinima went away, stuff like this started to get claimed, and people like DSP couldn't make money on it anymore. It's a whole different company that owned the rights to this music. So somewhere down the line, DSP ended up muting these. Because of course this part used to not be muted. It used to be music. I used to call it Star Wars music because the scrolling text, and it also kind of sounded like Star Wars music. It was like blah 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 blah. Like if I even play it, my video gonna get claimed. And then somebody gonna see ads if they watch without ad blocker. And they're gonna be 3% modified. They're gonna have the 3% negativity boost. No, 3% negativity debuff. And they're gonna say, what the fuck? Stupid fucking ads. Now, if you're watching the video and you still got an ad, wow. I could have fucking did whatever I wanted to do, huh? Because I don't know how that happened. Imagine if this music get you claimed. Yo, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. This stupid fucking shitty music. I'm gonna just keep cursing. So yeah, second video after I get some water. Drinking authentic Italian sparkling water. Obviously, for our bud. So this is the weekend preview, Valentine's Day edition. Oh baby, it's Street Fighter V week. Woo! So he flared us, pretty cool. Oh man. I am a fucking dent. This whole thing was a template, by the way. If you ever wondered for no reason whatsoever, or weren't wondering, now you know, of course. This is one of my favorite things about DSP, which I say a lot, and I never mean that in a positive way. This is one of my favorite things about DSP. He gets stuff like this, and yeah, it looked cool, right? Correct? But it's a fucking template. It's just some template some 12-year-old found, and they typed in your name and typed in what it should say. Like, if something's that lame, you can do it for yourself. You can make a template for yourself. The fuck? You can use a template for yourself. The fuck? But it shows how amazingly low effort DSP is. Because in a way, that's that kind of shit that shouldn't even be allowed if anybody gave a fuck. But why would anybody stop somebody from doing that? But just think about it though, I don't know. The same thing is for AI stuff. People make AI stuff and give it to him and then he use it. Like the King is Back intro that he don't use anymore. And now his rock and roll intro, if you watch his streams live and watch on his channel too, which, everybody like doing that. But like, dude, you can't even make your own AI music. You got other people making your AI music. Fine.
Hello again,
got
everyone,
derailed.
and welcome to the Weekend Preview. I'm Darkside Phil, and it is Sunday, February 14th, 2016, which actually means it's Valentine's Day. So hopefully those of you who do celebrate the holiday had a good day, a safe day, a fun day. And for those of you who didn't have a significant other to spend it with, hopefully you took that money that you probably would have spent or splurged on your own significant other and spent it on yourself, right? That's what I used to do.
How much money he spent on his significant other now? How much money he spent on the current coworker?
Anyway, I digress. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. This week coming up is...
You know he took Kat to Burger King one year for her birthday? And I'm not going to even say why. Because he will say, well, I took her to because of burger. But really, Burger King was the second option. Burger King. And then the best part about it, how could I explain this quickly? Because I'm already getting derailed. I didn't start the video. People sometimes, including him, they bring up the anniversary of the Burger King incident. You know what the anniversary of that is? Kat's birthday. Kat's birthday has been overwritten by a dude getting mad about having too much sauce on his sandwich. I don't know if it was mayonnaise, it was some white something. Yeah, that's a real thing. He overwrote his wife's birthday with a Burger King rant. Really cool. Really cool. Speaking of really cool, if you want to listen to amazing song style thing that I did with the Wolverine doll.
Oh man, this is so stupid.
You can listen to it. I will comment, not comment. I will leave a link to this in the description too.
Tevin's always getting blamed, the things he didn't do.
I didn't do that.
Just because he likes to scrap, and maybe sometimes feud.
Yeah, every once in a while.
One of the most momentous weeks of the entire time that I've ever done YouTube, because of Street Fighter V's release. In fact, you may not be aware of this, but today...
You might not be aware of it, but it's a fun fact on top of the screen. If you look up top, I might have to shift it, huh? Gotta do it like that. The Street Fighter V beta he mentions in this didn't work. Yes, it didn't work. It never did. Well, it did work eventually, but the specific beta he's talking about didn't work. So in hindsight, that make this really, really funny.
Is one of the most... Everyone, and welcome to the Weekend Preview.
And imagine acting like this, even if the beta worked and was amazing. Imagine acting like this for a beta of a game when you could wait for the real release. Guys, this upcoming week is going to be the biggest, most important week of my gaming content YouTube curation career. The beta of a game is coming out. What are you going to say when the real one come out? I had to hit him with the jump cut right quick.
This week coming up is one of the most momentous weeks of the entire time that I've ever done YouTube because of Street Fighter V's release. In fact, you may not be aware of this, but today is the 25th anniversary of the release of Street Fighter II The World Warrior in arcades worldwide, way back in 1991. Yeah, it was 1991.
He is like a Capcom employee.
25 years.
He know.
I was 8 years old, and I remember walking into my local arcade. It was a weekend, by the way, I believe. It was a weekend, because I remember walking with my dad. New release.
What's the weekend got to do with that?
Sign, everything, new release. A crowd around this cabinet. Now, I had never played fighting games before. I was going to video arcades to play games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 4-player arcade game, and The Simpsons 4-player
Can he tell me what fighting games even
game,
existed
pinball
in
games.
arcades before this?
Nothing like Street Fighter 2.
I guess Street Fighter 1.
Before, and it just took off like a phenomenon.
Which, speaking of, like, I know Street Fighter 1 not a good game. I know it's fundamentally not a good game. It don't look good. It don't sound good. Everything. But saying that a game like that didn't exist is like, come on. For me to fixate on this part right quick, give me a second. And I know I didn't say this back then. This is the way I would act about this segment now because I'm a fucking asshole and it take me too long to watch everything now. That's why it's going to be a 3-hour video. So he says when he was a kid, 8 years old, and Street Fighter II World Warrior came out. Obviously, he fell for the hype. He didn't even know it was coming out or anything. He didn't even actually care. He straight up fell for the hype. He only wanted to play it because a lot of other people were playing it and it had a big promotion. Gonna move past that part. He says it was no other game like it. But right before that, he said he never played a fighting game before. So what the fuck? Of course, if you never play a fighting game, it was no other game like it before. This the same dude who played a roguelike puzzle game and then went all out his, I'm talking about in 2025. In 2025, he played a roguelike puzzle game and he goes on and on and on about how there's no other game like that. And I'm like, well, that might be true. But you don't play puzzle games, you don't play roguelike games, and you're making these grand statements like they mean anything, but coming from you, they mean less because you have no experience about what you're saying anything about at all.
4-player arcade. I was going to video a crowd around this cabinet. Now, I had never played fighting games before. I was going to video...
He never played fighting games before, but it was no other games like this.
Arcades to play games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 4-player arcade game, and The Simpsons 4-player arcade games, and certain shooting games.
How the fuck is this video quieter than the other video? God damn it. The volume is probably going to be really, really, really good for this entire masterpiece that I'm creating right now.
Pinball games. Nothing like Street Fighter 2 had ever existed before, and it just took off like a phenomenon.
Okay,
There were people lined up to play this game. You had to wait upwards of a half an hour to even play. I was there day one for the launch of Street Fighter 2, playing with E Honda. And
yeah, the way he talk about it, oh my god, this is so specific and so lame. But I'm only going into it as much as I am right now because I fell for it too. The way he talk about this is as if he was in the know, he cared, he was aware, he was a real gamer. Because he's talked about this a lot. But that one part that I fixated on, that one part about how he didn't even know it was really coming out and there was a lot of people gathered around it, so he just kind of decided, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even say, I'm going to the arcade to play Street Fighter 5. He was going to the arcade because it was a weekend. And was it even release day? Was it even release day? We have no confirmation. It's no confirmation. I'm going to play this story again. 1.5 speed.
I was 8 years old. Lives release.
I think he made it up that he played it day one. I think that's actually made up. Because just because they had a sign up and because people were waiting in line don't mean anything, my guy. Because it was his first time being there since they put that sign up. But the sign was already up. Yeah, We're talking about the signage of an arcade in 1992 from a video in 2016 in a video I'm making in 2025.
Elder and spend it on yourself, right? That's what I used to do. But anyway, I digress. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Week in Preview. This week coming up is one of the most momentous weeks of the entire time that I've ever done YouTube because of Street Fighter V's release. In fact, you may not be aware of this, but today is the 25th anniversary of the release of Street Fighter II: The World Warrior in arcades worldwide, way back in 1991. Yeah, it was 1991, 25 years.
1991, my bad.
I remember walking into my local arcade. It was a weekend, by the way, I believe. It was a weekend, because I remember walking with my dad. New release, big cabinet, big sign, everything, new release, a crowd around this cabinet. Now, I had never played fighting games before. I was going to video arcades to play games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 4-player arcade game, and The Simpsons 4-player arcade games, and certain shooting games and pinball games. Nothing like Street Fighter II had ever existed before, and it just took off like a phenomenon. There were people lined up to play this game. You had to wait upwards of a half an hour to even play. I was there day one for the launch of Street Fighter II, playing with E Honda, and I still remember no one knew how to properly block yet, so I would do jumping roundhouse kick, which if it did a counter hit, did like a quarter of your life bar in the game. It was insane. And I would mash the punches to get the 100-hand slap, and every once in a while I'd accidentally do a headbutt, and everyone would be like, what the hell was that? And I was bodying people there day one at my...
Let's replay this because you didn't hear this part at normal speed.
Nothing like Street Fighter II had ever existed before, and it just took off like a phenomenon. There were people lined up to play this game. You had to wait upwards of a half an hour to even play. I was there day one for the launch of Street Fighter II, playing with E Honda, and I still remember no one knew how to properly block yet, so I would do jumping roundhouse kick, which if it did a counter hit, did like a quarter of your life bar in the game. It was insane. And I would mash the punches to get the 100-hand slap, and then every once in a while I'd accidentally do a headbutt, and everyone would be like, what the hell was that? And I was bodying people there day one at my local arcade. I remember I actually went on a 10 to 15 game win streak the first time.
Okay. I did the research, y'all. Guess what? Somehow, I'm calling him a liar on this. And you may be wondering how. You may be saying, oh, Tevin, you're bullshitting. You're pulling her leg, bro. Cut it. You're doing a little wrist thing. You're doing a wrist thing that like cartoon characters do. Cut it out. You're doing that. Cut it out, man. Guess what? I did the research, Brody. And now I got to double down on the research because I was bragging about doing the research. So now I got to kind of stall a little bit kind of thing. But he said that he played Street Fighter II World Warrior day one in arcades. Yes, correct. That's what he said. I'm still scrolling to do the research again. But he also says that it was a weekend. He knew it was a weekend because he went there. He went to the arcade and apparently like he go on the weekend more kind of thing. Correct? All right. So if you do your research, if you go on your computer, you got a computer, hopefully, maybe. Go on your phone. Go Google it. March 7th, 1991 is the the original arcade release of Street Fighter II World Warrior, March 7 in Japan. North American release followed March 1991. Shit. I got debunked. I got half debunked. I looked up the first date first. Oh shit, we got to really figure this out now. Oh my God. It's more than one thing wrong. Because he said it came out worldwide and it didn't. Yo. All right. Sit still. I'm still doing more research. I'm doing even more research now. Because I found another date. I got to look into the other date. July 15th, 1992. I got to look up July 15th, 1992. 2 days before my birthday. Wow. How convenient and random. Give me a second. July 15th, 1992. I might run this Street Fighter story back again because he's so confident about it too, sadly. And he's just wrong. Whatever, dude. Maybe July 15th is like a Saturday, though. And if it is, then he won. And I think I looked up the wrong day first anyway. This shit, man. No, that was the Super Nintendo. Oh, my God. See? July 15, 1992 was the Super Nintendo. This sucks. You want to know why this sucks? I'm going to tell you why this sucks. Because it came out March 7th in Japan, but it's no release date for it in America. None. We don't have a release date for Street Fighter II World Warrior in America on the arcade. Isn't that some shit? Oh, man. So he have to win. He got to win. It's over. DSP has defeated me. I thought I won. He won.
Time that I ever...
I hit the wall. That's it. Wikipedia couldn't help me, so I lost. Can I find a better release date anywhere else? Perhaps.
A headbutt, and everyone would be like, what the hell was that? And I was bodying people there day one at my local arcade. I remember I actually went on a 10 to 15 game win streak the first time that I ever played the game. Pretty crazy, right? So to come full circle, 25 years later, and say to you that I'm going to be playing on launch day the newest Street Fighter, Street Fighter V, pretty awesome. You know, when Street Fighter 4 came out, that was...
Yeah. It says worldwide March. It's a whole... And I mean, it makes sense because, come on, it's an arcade. You think every arcade had the same thing the same day? Hell nah. It makes sense for every arcade, every quote-unquote arcade in Japan to get that one release date. But then when it comes to all of the arcades in America, I mean, his arcade might have got Street Fighter 2 a week after mine did. I used to have Street Fighter 2 in the arcade. Everybody had Street Fighter 2 in the arcade. But I also was not 8 years old when it came out. I was 2. I was 1. I was almost 2. Don't even talk about it. No, I was 1, not 2. I wasn't even almost 2. I was almost 1. Bro, I ain't even count yet. I didn't even count yet. It was so early.
And say to you that I'm going to be playing...
I want to play that lie again, though. It's like a lot going on here.
Pretty awesome. You know, when Street Fighter 4 came out, that was super duper...
Oh, man. This segment.
Rejuvenation,
Skip.
the way that Street Fighter 4 did with the whole...
Skip this whole segment if you're watching.
Competitive fighting games in general, and the fact that now fighting games are very...
I want to hear it, though. I want to hear it again about Street Fighter 2. I skipped ahead way too much.
Game of the Simpsons 4-player... Going to video arcades to play games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 4-player arcade game, and the Simpsons 4-player arcade games, and certain shooting games and pinball games. Nothing like Street Fighter 2 had ever existed before, and it just took off like a phenomenon. There were people lined up to play this game. You had to wait upwards of a half an hour to even play. I was there day one for the launch of Street Fighter 2, playing with E Honda, and I still remember no one knew how to properly block yet, so I would do jumping roundhouse kick, which if it did a...
This is why he still like fighting games now, the way he do. He over fucking compensates playing the fuck out of them when they first come out, because he can get similar experiences still.
Counter hit did like a quarter of your life bar in the game. It was insane. And I would mash the punches to get the 100-hand slap, and then every once in a while I'd accidentally do a headbutt, and everyone would be like, what the hell was that? And I was bodying people there day one at my local arcade. I remember I actually went on a 10 to 15 game win streak.
10 to 15 game win streak by an 8-year-old in 1991 at an arcade. Really? Day one for Street Fighter 2 World Warrior. 10 to 15 game win streak. Okay.
The first time that I ever played the game, pretty crazy, right?
I believe
like a
him.
10 to 15
Why wouldn't I?
game win streak. The first time that I ever played the game, pretty crazy, right? So to come full circle, 25 years later, and say to you that I'm going to be playing on launch day the newest Street Fighter, Street Fighter V.
It wasn't launch day, it was a beta.
Pretty
Semantics,
awesome. You know, when Street Fighter 4 came
I'm
out,
still
that
doing
was
it.
super duper hype because there hadn't been a new official Street Fighter game in the series since the late 1990s. And to see a rejuvenation the way that Street Fighter 4 did with the whole community and with just competitive fighting games in general, and the fact that now fighting games are very prevalent. Every major series now is still continuing and coming out with new fighting games, mostly because Street Fighter 4 was such a mainstream success.
Really?
It's just an amazing feeling, and I cannot wait this week to be focusing in and...
So he's telling me that the hard work of everybody that made all the other games that stood the test of time didn't matter. Because of the popularity of Street Fighter, we kept getting Mortal Kombat games, and Soul Calibur games, and Tekken games. He is a fucking dude. He gotta be the biggest public fanboy of Street Fighter, and he don't know it. It's insane. Like, wow. And of course, in hindsight, he ended up hating Street Fighter V actually more than he hated any other game. The dude act like he killed his parents.
Rejuvenation, the way that Street Fighter 4 did with the whole community and with just competitive fighting games in general, and the fact that now fighting games are very prevalent. Every major series now is still continuing and coming out with new fighting games, mostly because Street Fighter 4 was such a mainstream success.
Tell DSP, tell DarkSidePhil, tell DSP Gaming, tell Phil Burnell that he exists today because of the success of other people. What? Phil, you're only successful because at the top, people like Asmongold make a lot of money, so companies stay afloat because they rely on people that are way more popular, and you just happen to float below a certain line of other people where you can kind of do good and have a living. Tell them the truth. What you talking about? I'm here because I'm unique and robust and cool in myself. By the way, all the people that make fun of me are like my children. That's what DSP said. The people that make fun of him are like his kids. I'm rewording it in a completely different way, but that's what he said.
It's just an amazing feeling, and I cannot wait this week to be focusing in and playing Street Fighter V. So, before we even get this video started...
This is 3 minutes into the video. He still do this too. This really annoying thing of talking about shit and saying, before we talk about that...
I'm going to make this abundantly clear. It's Street Fighter V week. It's the launch of Street Fighter V. In my mind, that's the only
you gotta set the expectations
that I could care about this week. All right.
The game
that being said,
didn't work.
If you're not a fan of Street Fighter at all and you don't want to watch any fighting game footage this week,
if you fit that category of viewer, why the hell are you even sub to this dude? How you got there? It's a lot of reasons how I'm just
come on back here. Same time, same place next week for the next week in preview.
It's like if you absolutely hate Street Fighter,
an
really.
Action-based third-person shooter, a new Far Cry game, and I'm now.
If Street Fighter just makes you want to puke your guts out, you're probably a big DSP gaming follower.
Hearing that there's a new Walking Dead game coming out, so great, we'll have tons of variety next week. But for this week, it's Street Fighter V time. It's time to get serious. It's time to get salty. It's time to get all those fun things when it comes to a competitive fighting game. So here's the deal: if you want to watch me play Street Fighter V live every single day this week, all right,
hit the sub button.
DSP Gaming is the way to go. Go there. I'll be doing live gameplay streams, if not 1, 2 some days for Street Fighter V. In addition, all of the raw gameplay footage is going to be recorded and uploaded to DSP Gaming. So warning to everyone who is subscribed to DSP Gaming. There's going to be a shit ton of videos this week. If you don't want to get your inbox
more than
flooded,
normal.
if you don't want to see a bunch of Street Fighter,
you know it's bad when DSP tell you that he gonna have a lot of videos. Because he always have a lot. Back then.
Subscribe
now,
to
not so much.
Gaming this week.
But now it's still more than anybody else, though. Like, who else uploading 7 videos a day?
Gaming. There's going to be a shit ton of videos.
Tongue-in-cheek style statement by me.
Get your inbox flooded. If you don't want to see a bunch of Street Fighter, unsubscribe to DSP Gaming this week. And then at the end of the week, resubscribe for all the new stuff coming out next week. All right.
Quick hindsight segment. Fun fact. People did this. They actually did this, and some people didn't come back. What does some people mean? I don't know. But all I know is that DSP said that one day on some random pre-stream.
Right. Now, here's the thing. Let's say you
they
want
listen.
To see Street
they
Fighter,
really did unsub.
You don't want your inbox flooded, and you don't like massive amounts of just raw matches. You'd like to see highlights, maybe edited montages and or best of kind of series.
You know what this mean? You already know. You know where we going.
This week. Here's the best of what I did with this.
You know where we're going.
Here's my biggest rage-filled moments playing Street Fighter.
You know where we're going.
That's the kind of stuff you want to see.
You know where we're going. KO Gaming.
Now that's youtube.com/KO
Gaming 1
and subscribe. Right now we almost have 5,000 subscribers, and I have to think.
Wonder where that went.
This week is going to tip the scale, and we're finally going to hit 5,000 subscribers over there, because this is going to be the place to go if you want to see me cover Street Fighter V, but you don't like the mass inflooding of videos. There's plenty of people who love it, but I understand that's not for everyone.
Who love mass inflooding of videos. Just because people deal with it don't mean that they love it. Calm down.
So, for the raw gameplay footage and the daily streaming, DSP Gaming, for edited content, there'll probably be at least 2 to 3, if not more, edited style videos coming out this week over on KO Gaming. So head over there and subscribe.
I bet that wasn't true.
Now,
I bet it wasn't. Because the beta didn't even work.
To tell you how I'm going to cover
so
this.
it wasn't true. It actually wasn't true.
I got
I can confirm that
for every single day. I even got a special event planned that I'm about to let you know about.
Oh, he about to let me know.
I want to first of all cover 2.
Come back in 10 minutes.
Last week, just to let you know, I covered 3 new games: Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
No.
I do a full playthrough of
I was gonna do 2 times speed, but I forgot the daily. I want to call these daily raps because that's all he do now when it comes to whatever this is. The weekend preview I am watching right now is not the sequel to the one I watched earlier. One I watched earlier from July 2015. This one from February 2016.
Story. I did a little bit of adventure mode and online battles, and I reviewed the game.
That's why the audio was different too, because he did something since.
I played.
Wait, matter of fact, one more. Let's see what his background looked like. It was the same, I think. Yeah, this is the Patreon background. Once he set up a Patreon account, he was like, give me $1,000 and I'll buy a soundproofing. Then he'd buy $100 worth of soundproofing.
Travel the entire game. That playthrough's live on DSP Gaming, and yes, I reviewed that over on KO Gaming as of tonight, so go check that out. I also played Firewatch, which at first I didn't know if I was going to have a chance to play. I did get to play it, and that playthrough is now live on DSP Gaming as well, and I'm going to be reviewing it tomorrow, which I'm going to tell you about in just a moment, so hang on.
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay.
I never watched the Firewatch review.
Focused on this week. In addition, there was a new DSP Tries It on Saturday, and today I released my reactions video to the Deadpool movie that released last Friday worldwide, and I saw it yesterday, and I did a reaction/review video to it over on this channel, the King of Hate Vlog. So
okay, let's look that up. Quick pet peeve segment. Kind of annoying that he tried to do that for a little bit. He would do a review and call it a react, strictly for clicks. Phil reacts Deadpool the movie. If you're really, really dumb, you may think this is an actual strange illegal video, but then you see it's a 10-minute video, so it can't be the dude watching a movie. So why is the name Phil Reacts? Somehow, for some reason, he thought it was meaningful and robust to call review videos react videos, but then call news videos react videos. Let's go over these right quick, because I can stop listening to him for like 3 minutes. Look how stupid this is. It looks stupid, then it look even stupider now. But, nah, I still think it looks stupid. The Last Guardian is delayed again. Phil reacts. PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 and Slim info reveal. Phil reacts. Phil reacts? But it's a dude sitting on his couch talking about something and giving his opinion. Phil reacts. And then he make Phil reacts NXT takeover. So you're like, oh, he watching it? But he's not. He's talking about it. Oh, he's reacting to it. Okay. Sure. Tell him to make a react video. No, you can't even say it that way. Tell him to react to Elden Ring Night Rain and see how confused he get. You should do a Phil reacts on Night Rain. Look at this. One of these stuck out to me. I gotta find it again, a thumbnail. Where was it? I feel like I saw Devil May Cry. I guess I was hallucinating. I was. Explain everything. Phil reacts, Royal Rumble. If you pay attention to Phil reacts, it was shit, but it got worse. It turned into football. No. Why am I thinking about football? It turned into wrestling shit and movies. Let's go over the last 10 Phil Reacts videos. Phil Reacts Captain America. Warning, spoilers. Phil Reacts no advanced reviews of the Division. Phil Reacts Fastlane, it's a wrestling thing. Phil Reacts Batman vs. Superman trailer reactions, and it's not him watching the trailer. Now, this is a 7-minute video. If anybody, including me, without knowing better, looked at this. Dude, if somebody that make fun of DSP now and didn't know who he was 9 years ago saw this, they would think it was him reacting to the trailer, like actually watching the Batman vs. Superman trailer. No, it's him talking about it. Phil Reacts Deadpool a movie. Update, Fine Bros respond to mass backlash. He didn't even put Phil Reacts in the title, but he put it in a playlist of Phil Reacts because it was about React channels. Phil Reacts, the Not So Fine Meltdown. Like, that's not a video. It sounds like he's watching a video, but it's not a video. It's just a cute name he gave it. Phil Reacts Star Wars The Force Awakens Reactions. Oh my God, he fucked up the title. Oh my God, the titles are dented. Phil Reacts Star Wars The Force Awakens Reactions. Phil Reacts Royal Rumble 2016 Reactions. Dude, he was so weird, he put reactions on that twice. Phil Reacts Suicide Squad Wonder Woman trailers. Well, they are both women. Phil Reacts the Oculus Rift price announcement. It's $600. Yeah, 9 years ago, the first Oculus Rift was $900. $600. Imagine my shock. That's crazy. How much was the PS5 when it came out? Ooh. Phil Reacts.
If you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. This is the kind of stuff you can expect this year. You're going to see all these different kinds of videos. It's
brand new technology, expensive,
and massive positive feedback in regards to the changes. So now I'm hoping that we're moving into new releases. People will get used to this formula and start checking out the reviews and everything on a regular basis, all right? Now, one thing before we proceed. Patrons, if you were a patron of mine in the month of January, this is very important, so listen up.
Listen up.
For some reason, a lot of people were declined when they had their pledges.
That's why he cares so much. He making less money.
In February. Typically what happens, Patreon tries to charge. If it gets declined, it gets declined. Some people...
Typically what happens, he talks about it for 15 minutes over the course of a week, every day, and all of his content.
Will update their info within a day or two to recharge, and then that's it. So as of last week, I got everyone's information together regarding their perks, and as of tonight, actually when I finish with this video, I'm going to be actioning everyone's perks, whether it means you need a forum upgrade, whether it means I need to...
Let me explain what's really going on here. Let me distract myself right quick. So, the Patreon reacts... No, my God, let me start over. I'm talking about the Patreon people and their payments getting declined. The reason why he's so frantic and weird about it is not just because he's greedy, but because he's greedy and he don't trust anybody in his audience. Because, of course, he wouldn't, because he gets trolled, but he straight up don't at the same time. So he really wants to make sure the payments claim? This whole video has been fucked. He really wants to make sure the payments clear, if you will. I just want to say if you will for no reason. He really wants to make sure the payments clear. Even if it's your 9th month, 3rd month, 5th month, even if you've been there for a year straight, he's still gonna say, sorry, your payment got declined automatically and it was nothing you could do about it. I can't give you your perks. So that's why he used to act so crazy about the payments being declined, because he knew people would get mad because, well, they remember going to the website and typing their info in and they thought they got charged. But then this dude's telling you, well, the payment got declined automatically, so could you please re-enter your info? And if you don't re-enter it, then you won't be able to do the thing. It's like, you know, maybe he could have gave, is good faith the word? Maybe he could have gave these people some good faith kind of style thing and said, you know what, gave them the risk. It's okay. Maybe your payment will clear eventually. And I could just let you vote. No, because it might be 3 people, it might be 5 people, it might be 4 people, it might be 20 people that purposely try to sign up, knowing their account going to get declined, knowing they're using a dead a dead credit card, a dead debit card. Maybe they don't have enough money in their account. He know it's going to be somebody that try to scam the system. So because of that, everybody else got to suffer. It's like the fucking government.
To make a private Q&A video for you, etc.
It's like the government.
Tonight. So if you are a patron who responded to me on Patreon the past week, I will be doing all of that for you tonight, okay?
Long story short, there was greed.
I noticed on Patreon in the past 3 days that a few more people's pledges somehow processed. I don't know why it took so long. I don't know if maybe you just got around to updating your info or if it was Patreon that was sitting on it and taking their sweet time.
Yeah, something I want to point out is he had the comments. Oh, I'm saying the wrong thing for everything today now. He had the likes and dislikes disabled in his video back then, but he did have comments. I am not going to read the comments.
But there's a problem, which is why I'm mentioning it in this Week in Preview.
One thing I will point out is one of the comments at the top. It's from a dude with VT in his name. No fucking way he was a VTuber 9 years ago. So big ups. They
I don't
evolved
know
into a VTuber.
Unfortunately, Patreon sorts by when you originally pledged, not by when your pledge cleared. So between last week, when I already had messaged everyone on Patreon for their perks, and now there's no two.
What a good segment for the whole community right here.
People who were pledged, I can't figure it out. So if you look right now, if you were pledged to my Patreon in the month of January, please go to patreon.com and see if your pledge cleared. If you didn't get a message from me in regards to getting either a forum upgrade, in regards to getting a private Q&A video made or anything like that, all right, and it is something that I owe you, like I owe you a forum upgrade, you've got to tell me. You've got to message me either on Patreon, email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com with your information about Patreon, send me the info, okay, so that I can get that for you. I apologize to those who this might be. It could be 1 or 2 people, or it could be a bunch. I don't know, because it was like maybe $10.
We have a 3-minute segment dedicated to maybe 1 or 2 people.
Could have been a bunch of $1 pledges. It could have been a $5 pledge. It could have been one $10 pledge. I don't know. Patreon, unfortunately, is a great website. Let me tell you, it's a great business. It's a great way
if
to
it might
make
be
additional income.
if it might be such a small deal, why the hell he talked about it for 3 minutes?
And fundraising to keep a business going, but their menus and everything are terrible.
Their menus
so
are terrible.
Primitive. I can't believe I can't tell when someone's pledge cleared.
Compared to what, asshole?
Right?
YouTube?
So I apologize to
Twitter?
those patrons. Please message me. I'll get it cleared up over the next week. All right? All right.
Complaining about the menus for Patreon being bad as a guy who never spent any money on Patreon. He's only speaking on behalf of a dude who make money on Patreon. Think about that. The menus are bad.
Now we got all that out of the way.
How
Let's
fucking
talk
slow
about
are
this
you,
coming
man?
week, 'cause
Anyway,
I'm
moving on.
excited,
Next topic.
Okay.
Pumped.
First of all, tomorrow, Monday, I don't
got?
have any gameplay to do during the day simply because I finished up all 3 games for this week. I didn't think I would, but I somehow did. So they're all done. So what am I doing tomorrow? Well, first thing tomorrow, I'm going to be working on and completing and releasing my review of Firewatch. So for those of you who maybe heard all these things about the game this week, but you didn't have...
Let's get excited, you guys. I'm not going to be playing games on Monday. What the fuck, dude? I'm supposed to get excited for some shitty-ass edited content from a dude who's bad at making edited content?
Live
Thank you,
tomorrow
man.
during the day over on KO Gaming. So again, I have to keep reiterating this.
Oh, man.
YouTube.com/KO Gaming 1.
look
That's
up
where my
how
game
much views they
reviews
got.
are now. A lot of people seem to not understand this. They're like, I don't understand. Where's Phil's reviews? They're not on the King of A vlogs anymore. They're not. You have to go subscribe and check out KO Gaming to watch my reviews. And by the way,
What is going on, everyone?
Positive
Well,
feedback.
it's
People saying
20
the reviews are so much better now. They're only 10 minutes long, edited with full gameplay content. My voiceovers are now edited nicely. It's not just me talking for 30 minutes and rambling. It's me edited very abridged, and it's much better in my opinion. It's a much better product. So please.
Man, okay. That was a really, really annoying plug.
Depending how long it takes me to put together an
All that garbage for a video that got 6.9 thousand views, and it probably got 4,000 back then. Probably got the other 2.9 over the last 6 years or something. Oh my god.
Hello everyone, Phil here for KO Gaming, and release the Firewatch review.
Disgusting.
I may have
Disgusting.
time tomorrow.
Disgusting.
Where I will be doing a reactions video to the final Batman vs Superman trailer.
He did that.
This was released on,
He did.
I think it was Friday. It could have been late Thursday, but it might have been Friday. Everyone asked me, well, Phil, what's your reactions? I said, I didn't see it. I was busy.
They didn't say that. They said, what do you think of it? No one, I promise you, no one said, what's your reactions to it? Humans don't even fucking speak this way. Look at the way he tried to make people work, to make this dumb shit work, to make him talking about something a reaction. He tried to actually put words in people's mouth. That's crazy.
Late Thursday, but it might have
That's
been
crazy.
Friday. Everyone asked me, well, Phil, what's your reactions? I said, I didn't see it. I was busy. I was working. I was playing Firewatch, and I was doing my Naruto review. I didn't even see this trailer yet. I'm going to watch it, and if I have the time...
Another field trip. Batman versus Superman. This is such, like, who are you, bro? You're telling me you can't watch a 3-minute video because you're busy making 3-hour content? You could have watched this on your phone when you were using the bathroom. You could have watched this when you were washing dishes on your phone. What?
Tomorrow, which it's looking like I will, I'm going
That's
to...
why he got those shades on, his fucking celebrity over here. He's so fucking busy.
Late Thursday, but it might have been Friday. Everyone asked me, well, Phil, what's your reactions? I said, I didn't see it. I was busy. I was
What's
working.
your
I was doing Firewatch,
reactions?
and I was doing my Naruto review.
Next time a trailer come out for anything, ask him in his chat, what's your reactions to it? See how weird he get. See how weird he gets. See how confused he's gonna be. He won't even know what the fuck that means. He's gonna think you're a German dude learning English through the internet. What's your reactions to the new Fallout Season 2 trailer, Phil? What's your reactions to the new Street Fighter Sagat trailer? What's your reactions?
I didn't even see this trailer yet. I'm going to watch it, and if I have the time tomorrow, which it's looking like I will, I'm going to film and edit and release my reactions to the Batman vs Superman trailer, just like I did with the Suicide Squad trailer several weeks ago. And that'll be uploaded right here to the King.
The hand movement is really wild with this.
On that final trailer. I will be releasing.
Like, I wish the camera was wider,
and
so I can see it.
Seeing Batman vs Superman, by the way, around the end of March. Right, it's the last weekend of March, and there's really not a lot going on then, gameplay wise. So it should be a perfect time for me to jump in and see the movie. So I'm definitely going to see it and be doing reactions to that movie as well. Okay, so that's tomorrow. Now here's the thing. Street Fighter V, ladies and gentlemen.
So what is he telling me? He's going to go to the movie theater and spend 3 hours watching the movie overall that he would have spent doing a gaming stream? What was that part? I'm kind of lost on that part. Because he went to the theater to watch these movies, if you don't know, or if you were wondering.
Tomorrow. And I'm going to be seeing Batman vs Superman, by the way, around the end of March. Right, it's the last weekend of March, and there's really not a lot going on then, gameplay-wise. So it should be a perfect time for me to jump in and see the movie. So I'm definitely going to see it and be doing reactions to that movie as well, okay?
What?
So that's tomorrow. Now, here's the thing. Street Fighter V, ladies and gentlemen, is supposed to release at midnight Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Pacific Time, which is
I thought it was the beta.
On Monday. So, if that happens, because I did pre-order the game on PlayStation.
Oh no, the other one was the beta. Let's fucking go. It came out for real.
Pre-downloaded. It was available for pre-download today. Pre-downloaded it, installed it, and it claims
I thought it was the beta for this, though.
Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, I should be able to play it. It's got the countdown timer and everything. As long as it works, I'm doing a specialty stream Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be around a 2-hour-long stream. What's the stream going to be? Me going into the game for the very first time, checking out the menus, right? Seeing the different modes in the game. I might or might not grab 1 or 2 characters and mess around with them.
Where was the dude at?
Training mode, going to the challenge mode.
He's snapping at me and everything. So the beta, when it didn't work, July 2015, that was when he canceled Project 7. The game, when it worked, February 2016. Okay. I was like, did I confuse myself for 2 hours somehow? No. What I was talking about, oh, dude. So I gotta go back and reverse something I said. Because I was making fun of him knowing the Street Fighter V was coming out for weeks. And then, yeah, he mean the final game, not the beta. He didn't know the beta was coming out for weeks. Yeah. So the planet's still aligned. So he was talking about the beta, July 5th. Oh, wait. You know what? That don't... Oh, my God. I'm confusing myself. So if I'm confusing myself this much, it got to be bad for everybody else. Just act like you didn't hear this part. So he talked about the beta July 5th. That beta didn't work. That was why I had what I had on top of the screen. But then the game came out for real the following February 2016. I just happened to watch the second video after the game actually came out and not before the beta came out. This daily wrap, this weekend preview from July 15, 2015 was before the Street Fighter beta. Holy shit. But another thing they bring up is the Planets Align thing. He knew the Street Fighter V beta was coming out in the beginning of July. He played it on, I don't know, because I don't think my date is right for the video that I made. He played it like by the end of July? I don't know. Okay, never mind. It's on screen. Oh my God, this segment fucking sucks. Timestamp this segment and skip ahead. Street Fighter V beta premiere, live stream, July 23rd, 2015. July 23rd, he played the Street Fighter V beta. He was talking about the Street Fighter V beta July the 5th. And that's 2015. That's the same year. That's the beta that didn't work. So the planets aligning is still incorrect. That was still him straight up trying to manipulate his audience there. So I don't feel bad by calling that out earlier because I wasn't wrong. I was wrong, but I wasn't wrong. I was wrong, but I was wrong. I was right, but I was wrong in how I was right. If that makes sense. Long story short, he promoted the Street Fighter V beta weeks before it came out. The Street Fighter V beta came out, and then when it came out, he said the planets aligned. I can't do Project 7 right now. Maybe I could do it later. The beta came out July 23rd. It didn't work at all. He fucked around for multiple hours. Like, I'm telling you, it never worked. And if it did, he got into training mode or something. But it did not work. It just did not work. And then he didn't even upload this footage. And then I uploaded it 2 days later on July 24th, 2015. That storyline is over now. Never talking about it again. Now we're talking about now, as of me watching this video with the shades on him. As of me watching this video, it's been about the Street Fighter V final release, but not the beta. I didn't think I would have confused myself so much like that.
And I'll probably will do a little bit of initial online gameplay. Now let's keep in mind, all right? It's launch night. Everyone under the planet that wants to play fucking Street Fighter is going to be trying to play it. It's probably going to be terrible. The connections will probably be god-awful because everyone's going to be on there trying to play. And as you saw during the beta, when everyone was trying to play the beta, the whole fucking thing crashed. So I'm almost guaranteeing failure with an attempt to play this game online tomorrow night at launch. I'm going to guarantee it. I'm still going to try, but we'll see what happens, all right? So there's going to be a special 1 to 2 hour long midnight/9 p.m. my time launch stream for Street Fighter V.
I want to make fun of the fact that he can't do these anymore. Peep the time.
I'm still going to try, but we'll see what happens, all right? So there's going to be a special 1 to 2 hour long midnight/9 p.m. my time.
He can't do 9 p.m. streams. He can't start streams at 9 p.m. Isn't that something? Even when the newest game come out that he hyped up for months, weeks, whatever's, he can't play it the day it come out. He can't play games at midnight anymore, even though midnight is 9 p.m. Because when he lived on the East Coast, he played games at midnight. Shit, when he lived on the East Coast, sometimes he would leave his house to go get a game at midnight. Dude, come on. And now he can't even start a stream at 9 p.m. and go to 11, but he didn't change. He say he didn't change, whatever that means.
Launch stream for Street Fighter V Monday night. Tuesday, there will be 2 gameplay streams. One at my usual time, around noon Pacific time, and then another one probably starting around 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to go way in depth. I'm going to be grabbing 1 or 2 characters that I really like the looks of or maybe want to mess around with. I'll be going into training mode. I'll be going into their trials mode. I'll be doing maybe their arcade modes, and I'll be doing online gameplay. So that's my focus on Tuesday, on launch. Maybe find 2 or 3 max characters who I really am liking and I want to mess around with. And then Wednesday, I'm going to probably do around the same thing, where I grab a few characters, I try out different modes with them. I'm going to be recording all of this footage, even though it's live on stream. It'll all be recorded and uploaded to DSP Gaming as well.
I'm going to look that up, see if I can find it.
Thursday, I got something special for everyone. The thing is, with Street Fighter, as you know, traditionally the way I cover it is kind of a solo guy. I just play the game offline, I go online, do random online matches, and that's pretty much it. I'm doing something different for the launch of Street Fighter V. This coming Thursday, I have a friend, Brian Burke, who lives on the East Coast of the United States, and we actually...
Okay, I couldn't find what I was looking for. I was trying to see what characters he picked when he first started playing Street Fighter V, but I can't find Street Fighter V, like, first gameplay, because I get lost in a sea of stuff. So that's fun. It probably was Ryu. Oh, found him. Street Fighter V, first online gameplay. So it was Geef, his first guy. He liked the look. Ryu, and then Fong, and then Nikali, and then Rashid. This wasn't the same day. No way this was the same day. Yeah, first online gameplay is, of course, 7,000 videos. 107 videos of the first online gameplay. How much months that covered? Who knows? So I'm going to pick the first 3. Ryu, which, man, shouldn't even count. It's fucking Ryu, man. But that's me. Ryu's a good guy. Ryu, Fang, and Geef. He said he was going to pick, what, 3 characters that he liked the look of? I mean, we know why Geef was first. Moving on.
I played a few matches in fighting games.
I'm being a Ryu hater, erroneously.
Matches. What we want to do, we think this is the perfect opportunity. We're going to set up a private lobby.
Oh, yeah. The Brian thing. He blocked this dude. The dude he's talking about now, he blocked him on Twitter.
I'm doing something
Friendship
different
over.
for the launch of Street Fighter V. This coming Thursday, I have a friend, Brian Burke.
He blocked him on Twitter when he was slightly razzing him, probably because, well, I'm not even going to go into why. I don't want to talk about it. He also ignored him when he told him about Derek. I'm not going to go into that. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry. What else? Probably a bunch of other things. So yeah, this Brian dude, he's completely cut off now. DSP is done with him.
Who lives on the East Coast of the United States.
Brother.
I've played a few matches in fighting games. I actually played them in Mortal Kombat 10 last year, 1 or 2 matches. What we want to do, we think this is the perfect opportunity. We're going to set up a private lobby in Street Fighter 5. We're going to invite each other, right? We're going to have voice chat going, and we're going to be doing a set of matches. We're not, after 2 days of us playing, we're going to say, gee, after 2 days, let's see how good we got, right? Separately playing. But also, this is the perfect opportunity to test out coast-to-coast private lobby gameplay. And if it goes well, let's say we play for an hour or two and we're having a lot of fun, maybe we'll invite some other people that we know to join us and play some matches with us as well. And then we can say, where are you from? Oh, okay, you're from here. Now let's see how your connection is to us. It's the perfect way to test connections in Street Fighter.
I don't remember if other people got invited, but what a unique thing to advertise. If we have a good time, we might invite other people to make the good time worse. Maybe don't tell us ahead of time. I don't know. Because then if you don't invite the other people, then people are going to say they didn't have a good time.
Fighter 5, and I think it's going to be awesome if it works. Now, we don't know if it's
Three's the
work.
crowd.
If we try to do it and the whole thing crashes, who knows? But that's the whole point. It's launch week. This is the week to test this stuff out, right? So Thursday,
whatever, man.
my game
Whatever you say to make yourself feel better.
Noon Pacific time will be that. A special lobby.
Because I could argue the perfect time to test it out is the day it release. Why he not doing it the day it release? Because of his ego. He got to have time to practice.
With myself and Brian playing some matches together, and then maybe gradually inviting some people.
Yeah, maybe.
Doing that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
They invited me.
It's going to be awesome, and I've never done that. I have never done that in any fighting game ever before. Yes, I've done fan appreciation, but it's never been like that. A private set where you're just between two people and then inviting other people and testing the next.
Something I want to point out, because thank goodness this journey almost over with. Something I want to point out. Hair pulls from him, maybe one out of both of these videos. Hands in the mouth, 0. Nose digs, 0. Ear digs, 0. If you watch 30 minutes worth of daily raps and pay attention to the same thing, don't even have to pay attention to it. It's nothing else on the screen besides him. What else are you supposed to look at? If you're looking at the fucking dude on the screen, you're kind of going to have to see him do some of this stuff, and you just kind of, it's kind of going to happen. And if you think about it, it's going to be even worse. But you get the point. Watch 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Watch an hour worth of daily raps. Like I did. Like I watched an hour of Dark Side Phil sitting on the couch, basically. Watch an hour of daily raps. See how many times he tuck his hair. See how many times he dig in his ear. See how many times he rub his eyes and rub his nose and rub his chin, dig in his mouth and sway.
This is the perfect opportunity.
His camera etiquette is amazing.
So that's going to be this coming Thursday. Now,
he's basically a professional.
Depending on how the week goes, all right, I may, Thursday night, take time out and say, okay, I've now done 5-6 streams of Street Fighter. Rather than do another one right away, I will do some edited content. Maybe I'll sit down and I'll do, here's the best of what I found with this character.
Yeah, those videos suck.
Like I said earlier, maybe the best matches so far.
Nope, he didn't do that.
Moments.
I'm going to tell you what he did. I can look it up. Let's look it up. Got to go to DSP ThrowbACK, get audio bombed. I don't know what to call it. Gonna click oldest and see what we did. So he reviewed Street Fighter 5. Oh, okay. Okay. So everything he's talking about, he never did it. You notice that? If you're looking at the screen, you may notice that. He just kind of didn't do the thing he's saying that he would have done. Oh, wait. Am I wrong? I'm wrong. This is a whole video of me being wrong. I didn't look over enough. Street Fighter 5, best of week 1 finishes. And it's only matches that he won. But still, he did it. And then he did this video. It's kind of a little bit too much. Street Fighter 5, the 1-month retrospective. I think that was him complaining about it being laggy pretty much. Yeah. Something that he should have did that he didn't do, which might have been meaningful. Kind of like how we did that Overwatch video that was really, really incorrect in a lot of weird ways. His Overwatch tips video. What if he did a Street Fighter tips video? Street Fighter 5 top combos that no one else has done, that only I know. Yeah, right. DSP would never do something in the game that somebody else didn't do first.
So far, our biggest, flubs,
Bro.
you blew it moment.
This dude play games. Well, this dude used to play games at midnight, and he will still never do anything else that no one else has done before him in the game. Just don't happen.
I might do 1 or 2 edited style videos Thursday night. Friday, there will be a gameplay stream. And then maybe that Friday.
But I guess if negative stuff count,
maybe the first.
I guess if negative stuff count, I would be wrong on that. It's some kind of glitch that he got that nobody ever got before or something.
few days, I'll go crazy with multiple streams.
Takes so much talent to get glitches to happen in your game.
One gameplay stream that's like 3.5 hours long, but I'm still
in skill,
edited, or the
in imagination
from the week, and making edited content with it and putting that up on KO Gaming. So to make this clear, the streams and the raw gameplay is going to go on DSP Gaming. The edited stuff, probably starting Thursday, Friday at the latest, will be going up on KO Gaming. All right. That does mean no hits of the week this week on KO Gaming. A lot of people were disappointed there was no hits.
No, they weren't.
This past Friday. The reason I did that, quite honestly, I polled the people and I said, would you rather see reviews or this hits of the week montage? Everyone said do reviews, so the reviews are live and that's going to continue moving. This week will be highlights of
What about the people that were disappointed though?
Street Fighter 5, okay? So really, it's really actually could be like hits.
They should have said something before they got disappointed.
5, okay? So really, it's really actually could be like hits of the week Street Fighter 5 when you think about it.
Why didn't he do that?
I'll think about what I want to title these videos. But
he didn't do that.
That's going to be, so then every day this week, so we're talking
well.
Tuesday 2 streams, Wednesday 2 streams, Thursday, Friday probably 1 stream, Saturday definitely.
That stupid hits of the week thing, maybe if he came up with a better name, I don't even think it's stupid, but I'm calling it stupid anyway. That stupid hits of the week thing, he should have kept it up and he should have did it for every new release. Because Street Fighter 5 would have been the first one. Hits of the week, Street Fighter 5 edition. Then he could have had hits of the week, UFC 2. As you see, if you're looking at the screen, he did a thing. He called it best of UFC 2 knockouts. And it was, you can't see it on screen. It's all the way to the right. Never mind. If you can see all the way to the right, best of UFC 2 knockouts. It's probably matches that he won, but I'm not going to watch it to prove myself wrong. I've been wrong about everything in this video, dude. I've completely lost it. But yeah, he should have did Overwatch hits of the week. He should have did, I don't know, Lego hits of the week. Who knows? Look at this video complaining about Street Fighter 5. 4 months for this Street Fighter 5 cinematic story review. The cinematic story for Street Fighter 5 wasn't good enough. Of course it wasn't.
Only 1 stream, because that's the day where the second half of the day I do stuff with Leanna and we go out to like do errands and stuff.
The old coworker.
Sunday, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. And here's why. Because we actually need to make a pot of sauce, a pot of Italian sauce. And I think what we should do is sit down and decide, do we want to do that this week or not? If we're going to do it this week, this Sunday is Saucy Sunday, which means that my stream will even be even longer. Typically, it's like 3.5 hours.
It's going to be longer, but with more breaks. And that's not me bullshitting. That's factually true. The streams just were more longer with more breaks. And when he went on breaks, he would be excited. Because, of course, the break is about him making his food. So he would be like, whoa, hold on, you guys. I got to go on break soon to stir my sauce. It's like, the audience is into this? You think they're into this? He thought the audience is into that? Damn. Maybe.
Maybe like 4.5 hours long of Street Fighter 5 this Sunday.
Let's say that again.
This week, this Sunday is Saucy Sunday, which means that my stream will even be even longer. Typically, it's like 3.5 hours, or maybe like 4.5 hours long of Street Fighter 5 this Sunday.
1 hour longer because he's genuinely going on more breaks. And these sauce breaks used to be 10 minutes long. Because I watched one of his saucy streams when they were live, when it was live. And yeah, 10 minutes. Multiple 10-minute breaks. Instead of 1 10-minute break, I'm going to have 5 10-minute breaks. But instead of a 3.5 hour stream, it's going to be 4.5 hours. So you're giving basically, I don't know, 20 minutes extra because you're going on so many breaks. Cool.
And we'll see what happens with that, but I'll be taking frequent breaks to go make this pot of Italian sauce as it simmers and such.
Oh.
We'll see. That may be saucy. The very first saucy Street Fighter 5 Sunday, maybe this coming Sunday. We'll have to see.
And this was after he was living with Panda Lee for at least 2 years. What the fuck? You can't put her on a timer? You can't put the other coworker on the timer. The other. It's only one at this point because Rambo was gone. You can't put the other coworker on a timer.
Honey, can you fucking stop playing The Sims and like stir the sauce for 5 minutes every 30 minutes, please?
She couldn't do that. She couldn't actually. He used to argue with people that used to say, can you get Leander to do it? He would get mad at them. He would get mad at them.
Of course, yes, Monday will kind of be my final day of coverage, the week of Street Fighter.
The same way he get mad at people when they ask him to ask Kat to pick stuff up from the store or whatever on her way home from work, which is just the thing that you do. It's his car. You know, she drive his car. It's not even her car. He get mad about that. He actually get mad about that and say stuff like, she's not my fucking employee. No, she's not. She's your coworker. And she's not a good one.
And I'll finally probably
maybe you're not a good one. I don't know.
break from it, quite honestly.
Who's the boss?
After a week marathon of Street Fighter V, I'm probably going to want to break from it more
When did
likely.
DSP watch that show?
So this is the plan, all right?
It's the plan.
Now, this plan could go horribly wrong.
Nah.
Fucking Street Fighter V doesn't work online at all during the week. We'll have to pull an audible, right? I mean, I'll do all the offline. I'll still do like arcade mode, training mode, and trials mode and stuff.
Some audible.
Street Fighter V. But if the online isn't working at all because they fucking still didn't fix this netcode since the beta, what can you do? You know what I mean? I'm sure there's going to be hundreds of thousands of upset customers who bought the game and can't play the game online if that's the case. But I'll be one of them, right? And if it doesn't work, I'll find something else. We'll pull. We'll figure out which people want me to play something else. We'll figure it out together during the course of the week, all right? Rest assured, this will be a fun week. I hope it's all Street Fighter V coverage. If not, we'll figure something else out for you, all right? And then, as I already said, next week is huge. So right now, if you're no interest in Street Fighter V, unsubscribe from DSP Gaming. Come back in 1 week's time. Sunday night next week, I'll be doing the next week in preview, and I'll be talking about Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, Far Cry Primal, and the Walking Dead Michonne game, which supposedly debuts next week. 3 really awesome games, 3 games that are way different that I'll be covering in far more depth and detail next week's week in preview. I'll explain all that. This week, though, I'm excited. 25 years of my life. I'm only 33 years old. 25 years I've been playing Street Fighter. Sometimes it's been way more hardcore than others. Sometimes I was full force into the pro scene, and sometimes I was just playing it casually from time to time.
The what?
Sometimes I was full force into the pro scene, and sometimes I was just playing it
the pro scene.
Casually from time to time. But Street Fighter, I would be remiss and I would be a liar to tell you that Street Fighter is not a big part of my life and has not a big part of my life. I've traveled to places in the country. I've met people from all around the world of different cultures, different walks of life, all because of Street Fighter. And it comes full circle this week with Street Fighter V. And who knows?
Wait, that same stuff is true because he's a YouTuber.
Country, I've met people. Street Fighter is
and
not...
it was that same stuff was true because he's a YouTuber in 2016. It's so many trips he specifically went on only because he was a YouTuber. Had nothing to do with Street Fighter. So many people he met, of course, all over the world, specifically because he's a YouTuber. Whatever, it don't matter. Street Fighter 5's Street Fighter is still more important.
In the country,
just wanted to point it out.
From all around
just
the world,
around.
Different cultures,
this is almost over with.
Walks of life, all because of Street Fighter. And it comes full circle this week with Street Fighter V. And who knows? Maybe by the end of this week, I could say, I like this game so much.
Damn. He really did have the shades on a whole 20 minutes out of a 23-minute video. That's like insane. He wouldn't do that now. He would have took it off after 5 minutes. He would have, if he had shades on in 2025 like this, he would have took the shades off after 3 minutes. Because Dunsfelter would have asked him why he was wearing shades or something.
Decided to
why am I wearing these? I just want to look silly.
And I'll start going to tournaments again. It all depends on what happens this week. It could go any way. It could be I love the game.
Let's play that again.
So much that I have decided to return.
And look, dude, soon as he take his shades off, he's fucking tugging at his hair. What happened? It's like the first hair pull of both of these videos.
I could say, I like this game so much that I have decided to return to the competitive Street Fighter community, and I'll start going to tournaments again. It all depends on what happens this week. It could go any way. It could be I love the game, I hate the game, that game doesn't even fucking work, the game's the best fighting game ever made. We won't know until this week goes down. So I'm excited.
We figured out.
I hope that you're excited. I surely hope that you will spread the word that DSP is back and is covering Street Fighter V for a full week in full force. Street Fighter 4 was the game in 2009 that on my old YouTube channel, Dark Side Phil, put me on the map on YouTube. People knew I was the guy who was the former pro who played the game. I was pretty good at it, but I raged and I had funny cover, but I covered it in massive depth, and people loved watching me play Street Fighter. I want to get back there. We'll see how it goes this week with this game, but I hope that even if you've been away for
see if the music muted at the end again.
Street Fighter 4, you'll come back at least to check out this initial coverage of Street Fighter 5. I'm going to do my best for you. All right?
Yeah.
That is it, everyone, for the week in preview. I'll see you next week to talk about multiple games, but this week, the Street Fighter Marathon begins, and I'm ready for it. I hope you are too. Peace out, everyone. Without further
Don't
ado,
do that sign.
thank you to the following
All right.
January patrons. And by the way, again, if you are a January patron and you did get your pledge processed and you don't see your name on this list, you got to contact me so I can figure out your perks because you probably just got it processed this past week. All right? Peace out, everyone. I'll see ya for Street Fighter V soon.
Hey, the music's still here. So the music not muted in all of these. I'm glad we got that confirmation. So now I'm confused about why it was muted in the one I watched earlier and not this one. Because it's the same music that I'm not going to let play. Because if I let it play, it would get this video claimed. But yeah. So I'm done here. It's been so meaningful and fun. And I learned so much and got really confused. Because I watched 2 videos that were partially about Street Fighter V. But one was the Street Fighter V beta, and one was the Street Fighter V final release. Well, initial full release. I don't know how to word it because they update games so much now. What else? That was kind of it. That's it. Thanks for watching the ThrowbACK ReACK. Oh yeah, we're going to do a hashtag at the end of the video, like I used to do 10 years ago. Which, I mean, come on. No one's at the end of a 2 or whatever hour video. People don't watch videos like how they used to watch them back in the day because it's 10 years later. But our hashtag at the end of this video, hashtag RIP Iwata, which I think was the hashtag in the original video. Probably making that up because for me to look at the comments, God damn it, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go out of my way and see if I can look up the old comments. See now though, like I'm done with the video now for real. You can leave now for real, dude. Like totally. Oh yeah, see? See, look. I would have to public the video again. Maybe if I unlist it. Yeah, let me read the comments. These videos, man, these uploads are so old. When I go back to them, I have to click the button to say if it's for or not for kids to watch. Fuck that mean? Damn, 145 comments. Oh, okay. Look at this comment. Watching this 4 years later and hearing he used to get 800 views on stream. This shocks me. Oh, no. No. Somebody was asking me to play Arc the Lad 8 years ago. Dude, eventually I actually uploaded footage of me playing Arc the Lad. Oh yeah, Control F. Nope. That was not the hashtag back then. No. Well, it's the hashtag this time. Hashtag RIP Iwata. Thank you, Iwata. DSP hated you for reasons. And then you died, and then he said you were cool.